1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. You are listening to Male Pattern Gaming, episode 51. I am Mark Shallow. This is Matthew Beverly.
Hi, guys. Hi.
And that is Chad Bishop over there.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. Here we are.
Yeah.
It's 2015. It's our first kind of real show of 2015, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it feels real, you know? Like,
No, wait, no. It is actually, because last show we recorded was last year, right?
It was in December, yeah.
Okay.
December
All right.
29th.
Yeah. Happy New Year,
our
guys.
first.
Happy New Year's, guys.
We talked about our resolutions last time, I remember.
A little bit.
Have you followed up on that,
No,
Mark?
well, see, I was reading Planet Hulk,
Yes.
right? And then I didn't realize that leads into another crossover event called World War Hulk.
Oh.
So I'm trying desperately to get through that, but I'm realizing that these Marvel crossovers are just insane and just a crazy, lame excuse to sell a lot of comic books that don't really sell.
Do you think they're making comic books because they love you or they want your money?
Well, they already have my money because it's Marvel Unlimited, so they already have that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Touche.
They just want to
Get your money anyway.
Like I don't see why I need to read like all these like Iron Man and Ghost Rider when I just want to read the Hulk story.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'd like to read more about Ghost Rider, that PBS kid show. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, solving crimes and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Did they have ghosts in that show? Was it?
No.
Ghosts?
Ghosts. There's no ghosts
Was
in
it
that show.
scary? No, no, wasn't that like?
Scary ghost.
No, wasn't there like there actually was a ghost that was?
Inside the...
You're thinking of today's special.
Oh, okay, good.
The mannequin.
Jeff the Mannequin.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Jeff the Mannequin.
Yeah, that's right.
And the mouse.
What was the
Remember
mouse name? Yeah.
Muffy.
Was that a Canadian thing? Was that a Canadian show?
It was a very
definitely Canadian show.
Oh, okay.
And security guard, I can't remember his name, the old man.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, Sam. Yeah,
know.
Sam. It was definitely Sam.
Today's special.
Today's special. Come join the fun.
Come join the fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So kid shows, guys. This is the Kid Show podcast.
Yeah.
Where we reminisce about shows like the Polka Dot Door and Today's Special.
Yeah.
And Mr. Dress Up.
Today is special.
Today is very special.
Do you want to know why it's special?
Why is it special?
Because it is the day that I'm going to hear Chad Bishop talk about Infamous Second Son, the greatest game ever made.
I know. So now let's set the scene here.
Wait.
Let's set the scene about
sounds like
two people who like video games on this show, or maybe they don't like it, and then the other person sometimes has a differing view.
So
Yeah.
we don't like video games?
We didn't like Second Son.
Are you talking about like video games in general or specific games?
Depending on the day, we don't like video games.
we could say, sometimes it's a love-hate relationship with the actual content of our show.
That's
All
true.
right.
So
All right,
let's do
guys.
the math here.
I'm really confused about what's happening right now. So
I know what
there's
I
no
know
hope
what Ben's
for
getting
the-
into.
Let's do the math here. Myself
wait.
and Mark did not enjoy Infamous Second Son.
Right.
So in theory,
yeah.
Chad is supposed to really like it.
What would the basis of that theory be?
Every video game we ever talk about, except for the MPGs.
The MPGs we all agree on.
Yeah,
Which
That
are
is
so
true.
hard to find.
I know.
No.
So let's
maybe,
hear it.
maybe.
It was
Did you
weird,
struggle
right?
through
It's
Second
really
Son?
strange because I remember there was a time in our past where Bev was considered the contrarian, but I think that it really is me. I don't know. I might take that mantle up and just wear it.
Okay.
You just got to get that happiness in your life.
There's no such thing.
Oh, okay.
I said that I have a black soul.
Get it all
up
in you.
Yeah, no, nothing's getting up in me.
Like today's special every day.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Today is special.
Maybe if I had a magic hat or something.
Today is the day, hey?
Today's your shirt says so.
It showed up in the mail today.
Oh, is it? That's a new shirt?
Steve Austin got in a van accident.
Jesus.
And they lost all their gear, and they're having a big sale to sell some stuff. So I bought a T-shirt and an autographed CD.
Steve Austin,
That's
is he a
amazing.
wrestler?
Not the wrestler.
Not the wrestler.
Okay.
No, not
Same
so
name.
much.
No.
Yeah, same name. This Steve Austin is, I think, probably a hell of a lot more depressed than the other
Possibly.
Steve Austin,
Yeah.
and writes pretty incredible music.
So back to Second Son. Myself and Mark didn't like it, so in theory, there's a chance you might have liked it. So tell us about how you struggled through Infamous Second Son.
Oh, guys, you kind of painted me into a
I'm
corner
sit back
right
and
now.
sip this beer as Chad talks about this.
Oh, this sucks so hard. So you guys,
First off, did you spray paint anything?
I did.
Did you shake your controller?
I did.
Did it make that noise like?
It did.
How great is that?
It was pretty great, actually. That was pretty great. Every time, too, I liked it.
Yep.
Game of the year.
It's the equivalent to the tornadoes from Infamous 2 when you threw the tornadoes down the
See, I don't know about that. This is the theory.
Remember
that we
when Infamous
though.
had cool powers?
Remember that?
Remember that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, so
piling on.
guys,
Let the guy talk.
Oh,
Bev,
Jesus.
okay? Just let him fucking talk, okay?
Here we go.
and, you know,
Stop being such a jerk, okay?
I'm just gonna talk to the audience here for 2 seconds because, like, most of the time I sit at the end of the table and these two guys sit on both sides of me. Mark's on my
These
left.
two guys.
Mark's on my left. Bev's on my right, and they're usually facing each other. Right now, they're looking straight at me. Both of them are turned towards me.
I can't imagine how this is going to go.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine.
I feel like I have like an interrogation light shining down on me.
Do you feel like whatever you're going to say is going to be wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, already. And you've already you've put so much in the prologue to this that I can't do anything about it. I played Infamous Second Son. I didn't really get into it in the very beginning of playing it. I was playing the first part and I was not feeling it, but I never felt the first game either. Like I didn't. It gave me like feelings of the first game. Like, and I didn't love Infamous the first game. I just it was good, but it wasn't something I thought was amazing. And you guys really liked the second one. You guys are big fans.
We
of the
all
second
felt
one.
the same about the first one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I liked the first one.
So
You like it a lot?
Yeah. At the time I did. I haven't played it since.
Having not played the second one yet, I thought it would be a good experiment because we talked about it last time of me playing this first to see how I felt about it, then going to the second one. Because this is apparently a drop in quality. But I feel like it's better than the first game because I just enjoyed playing it a hell of a lot more. I felt like I can't really remember the first one now, because it's so long since I played it, but I know that this one, not all the powers were great. Rock one was garbage. Rock one was garbage. It was garbage. And the video one was stupid. But Neon was awesome.
Oh, I like the video one.
And video was good for certain things.
You get those angel people with you?
That was cool. And the Neon powers were really fun. I liked those a lot. Smoke was good in the very beginning. Once you upgraded, it wasn't so good at the beginning. But honestly, man, in terms of like the Infamous games, this is a huge step up from the first one, but I haven't played the second one, so I don't know. Like, I don't know where it's supposed to let this to sit. But I played through the whole thing and 100%ed it in 2 days.
On its own. What did you think of it?
I really liked it.
Was it okay or was it great?
I thought it was pretty great.
It's not a bad game.
No,
in fact,
and I think
it is Game of the Year worthy for many people.
Yeah,
but I just think that
people who played like one game.
No, but that's
people
possible.
really like this game. Like,
possible
I know that you guys aren't big on it because you really enjoy the second one. So if you have that space in your heart for it, I guess. But where I'm indifferent to Infamous, so I don't really care too much. So I wasn't disappointed because
so
I
you're
didn't
saying
have that
we're
other.
wrong?
I don't think you are.
Do you say drawn to like Cole and Zeke?
I don't like Zeke at all.
You don't like
I
Zeke?
don't like Zeke at all.
Oh, Zeke's
from the
great in
first
number 2,
game.
though.
Okay, from the first game, I'm
first
like,
game
what?
was trash.
Yeah, what the hell? I didn't connect with any of the characters in the first game, and in this one, I know you guys were talking about I don't like the characters in this one, but I like the characters in this one a hell of a lot better than the first.
I
game.
didn't like that Delson and his brother interaction and stuff.
Really?
No.
Delson and Fetch was the most awkward thing I've ever seen in a game.
Really?
And the dialogue was so awkward. Like, hey, you're a girl. What are you doing? That kind of stuff. Like, so lame.
I don't think that. was said.
And there was like stupid comments like
hey,
that.
you're a girl.
Yeah, like,
I'm pretty sure that
what
wasn't
are you
a thing.
doing? You're a girl. You shouldn't be doing this stuff.
Infamous Second Son featuring a caveman.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what it was like. And
it dragged her off by her hair.
It was just full of character cliches, like the computer nerd of the other character.
Yeah, but at least I thought it was more
No
endearing
Cole?
than anything.
Not even a shadow in an alley like the
No, there was McGraw's
electronic shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boo. I don't know, man. I don't know what you're saying. I don't get it. For the most part, man, most of the games that I play really have stupid fucking stories. There's a lot of stupid
and this
stories.
is one of them.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't find anything really wrong with it because it was just an open world that I found was fun to run around in. I don't know, man. Like, and the powers were fun.
So you're saying that it's okay for games to be shitty?
No, I'm not saying it's okay for games to be shitty.
No, you know
that's
what?
Not what I said. Yeah,
I'm going to disagree with that. I don't think it's a shitty game. I think you're shitty. I think that two is so bad,
good.
or 2 is so good. I mean, sorry,
this is so good.
2 is so. The thing that killed the Infamous series, possibly, is how good 2 was.
Yeah.
I think it's criminal how good that game was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Game of the year is MPG Game of the Year 2011.
Oh, there's no doubt that it's a great game.
Or
there's no
2012
doubt.
or
Yeah, whatever one it was that you guys agreed on, that was the best one in the game.
So I played Infamous First Light.
And I played that too and got through it.
Fetch.
That sucked too.
I kind of liked it.
No, you're wrong.
I liked it. I thought that it was a nice bite-sized version of what's available in Second Son. But I think that I've talked to a couple of people that have played First Light and never played Second Son and enjoyed it and said, like, I'm going to go pick up the game. It's like a good, like, bite-sized kind of version to be like, yeah, I want to play it.
It's all over the place.
It's all escort missions, right? Like
what?
I haven't
it's all
finished
escort missions. Like you had to go. Yeah, you had to protect somebody as they're moving from one place to the other. That happened all the time.
In First Light?
Yeah.
But you know what? In Infamous games, that for some reason that works because it's cool. The action is cool.
Yeah, the action is good.
Infamous games, if you had to protect someone, I actually like that in that game.
Yeah,
No, that's my least favorite part about them. I thought there was nothing good or exceptional about First Light.
I didn't
wouldn't
like
say
the
it's bad
arenas. The arenas were bad.
I didn't
like that
finish
part.
it, so I can't 100% comment.
Okay. The arenas were bad. The part where like she was inside the penitentiary and stuff, I didn't like any of that. Where she's like showing the new powers and getting them unlocked. That was a dumb way to do it.
It's just introducing the challenge rooms, which was half of the DLC was challenge rooms.
Exactly. Not a big fan of that. Never was a big fan of that since Arkham Asylum. I think it's a stupid way to pad your game. But in terms of the actual story of being around the city, where I just finished Second Son, it was like, oh, cool, I get to do more of this. Like, because I enjoyed, like, I don't ever do side missions in open world games, ever. Second Son, I 100%ed it, because I enjoyed all the little things to do inside it. Like, I enjoyed, like, following those guys and finding which guys were the conduits and stuff and running after them. I liked that. I liked, finding the little pieces and upgrading all my stuff because the upgrades were all attainable. You could get everything 100, like, upgraded and to see what it all did. And
did you do good or evil?
I did good. I can never do evil, man. I can never do it.
Did you do evil?
No, I always the other ones I always played it twice.
Yeah,
but this one I didn't bother. I just did the good playthrough.
Yeah. I can never play as the evil guy. I try, but I can never do it.
The evil playthrough.
Actually, no,
Infamous
wait.
2
I did it in Infamous 1. I did an Infamous 1. Never mind. I did. I played as an asshole because the only thing that was tethering me to the good side was the girlfriend who was a whiny, naggy piece of crap anyway, and I was like, you know what? I'm never going to make you happy. I'm going to kill these people.
I can't even remember the girlfriend.
Yeah, she was terrible. She was like the one thing that he loved, and he was like, oh, I got to try and stay good, but she was always like, she was lame. And that's the only thing that you'd be like trying to be good for, and you had all these awesome, cool powers. Whatever.
Yeah, she resented you for some reason.
Yeah, it was really bad.
You created the blast or something.
It made you not want to choose that side. It really did. It made you go like, if I choose this side, like, I'm a loser. Cole's not a loser. He has all these powers. Come on, man.
Semi-spoiler, the end of the boss fights in Infamous 2 changed with good or bad.
Yeah.
The bad ones are real good.
Yeah, I think I might play as bad in that one. I'm going to try anyway. I usually always try it, and then something happens where I'm like, I can't choose that.
No, you'll be all about it.
Yeah, but I played as good in this. I really enjoyed the game. I don't know, like, and I think it's because I don't love the series, so I felt this was a step up from the last one, which totally makes sense. I think, and I think it is a step up from the first one. I think that's universally, but it's, if you love the series, you're probably not going to be into it, like I understand that too. Like I just played Dragon Age 2 and I didn't find anything wrong with it, but I know people don't like that game for a lot of reasons. It's the best and worst game for some people of one year.
So did you finish Dragon Age 2 just to lead up into 3?
Yeah. I've had it sitting there for like.
Did you play the whole thing in a week?
Yes.
That's crazy.
29 hours.
Holy smokes, man.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't sleep anymore, so I've just been playing games. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Is that any good?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Is it really action-based? I heard it was like small on the parties and it was just kind of single.
It's really, like, I can't...
I ask you a question.
Oh, here we go.
How long are you going to talk about Dragon Age?
Not too long.
Because if you're going to talk about it for a while, I'll get a beer.
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to have a little
You mean
chat
like
together?
a mead to be in the theme of Dragon Age? Keep it up.
Stay on
Bev.
topic, Bev. All right?
Scotch egg.
Scotch egg. Dragon Age 2, like, I was expecting to jump into it and it not be as deep as Origins. Origins is a crazy deep game. Like, probably, like, we talked about it a lot when you were playing it as to what you needed to do.
Who was that girl? Morgan?
Morgan, yeah.
Is she in this?
No, she's not in this one. Her
It's
mother
not?
is, though. Flemish is.
Who's the main character in number 2? Is he or she in number 1?
No,
Really?
it's a completely. Some of the characters from the first one do cross paths with you, but they are not in your party, and they are like Alistair in the first game, who ends up being king. He shows up in the city that you're in for a little while, and wants to meet you because you're like the champion of this Kirkwall, this new city. And as it goes across, it goes over the course of 3 years or 4 maybe of you.
Wait, a Kirkwall? That was in Dragon Age 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this game takes place entirely in Kirkwall. You don't go anywhere else. You go outside the city a little bit into some marshes and stuff, but it's done the same way as in Dragon Age 1, where you just pick the place you go. You're not like walking around the cities. You know, it's all just like I pick it on the map and then I go there.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
Right,
I know what you mean.
right?
Yes. All the different blocks were
Yeah.
blocked
And they
off,
open up as you get quests in them.
100%.
But I was expecting to be like not as deep, like kind of like the jump between Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, how that was. But you still get to set the tactics of all your party.
So you do have a party.
Oh yeah, you still.
I thought it was single.
You get to switch between them just the same as in the first. I don't see what people were. The only thing is you don't get to equip your party with a lot of different armor and stuff. You have to find their compatible armor throughout the world, and like you can't just swap them out.
I know what you
everything,
mean. Okay,
right? Like you got to find their
okay.
particular things. But for the most part, it's like that's the only part really that I could see that was a little different, and I don't know why people got pissed off. But I think it's because
is this a PSN digital? Can I get it? Do I have to get the disc, or can I get it for like $20?
Oh, you could probably get it for pretty cheap, man. Yeah, totally. It's a good game.
And you can poop socket in a week.
Oh, I did.
Really? Like when I played Mass Effect 3 in 2.5 days.
That was nuts, man.
I was asking everyone for their opinions, and they were like, "F off."
What the fuck? I don't have that done yet. I enjoyed it, man. I played as a rogue. I played as a mage in Dragon Age Origins, but I played as a rogue in this. And I enjoyed it. Towards the end, I was getting used to how to use.
Which rogue was that? Arrows?
I did a dual wield rogue. I didn't use arrows.
Okay.
And I took another rogue with me with arrows. So I used to take him with me. I used to dual wield my rogue and do backstabs and stuff a lot, and assassinations. And I used to take a mage with me that could do healing and had a lot of just buffs all the time.
Are there white mages and black mages in Dragon Age?
Blood mages.
Blood mages.
Blood
That's
mages.
what it is.
You're thinking Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it carried over.
Yeah, and I had one warrior who was just a beast. She was just like the tank that took all the damage while we could do all the stuff around her.
Nice.
But
So worth getting?
I had a great time with it, man. I forgot how much I enjoy the battle system in that game and how,
You're talking
how
about
good
now
it
and
is.
I'm missing it.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking about that wheel and telling
like-
people to wait and
Yeah, you move here and it's like this really tactically like. And as I heard that it was more, action packed and stuff, and that it wasn't the same, but it really felt like coming home. It felt the same. Now I'm really looking forward to Inquisition because of the fact that I just played that, and that was supposed to be the bad one, and I still had a great time. So can't wait to play the third one.
I can't wait to hear you talk about it.
Oh yeah, well guys, you know what it's like when I listen to the Persona talk. There you go. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
And I'm in total bliss all the time when you're talking about it. Oh, what was that? All right. So,
Bev, what are we drinking?
yeah.
we are drinking because it is Christmas. Christmas themed
Leftovers? No.
I've got actually a bottle of this in my cellar, and I don't know if it's any good. So I'm curious to see if this is going to be yummy or not.
Okay.
Grand Cuvée. Cuvée.
I don't know.
Preserved in a well. It's a red spiced lager.
Are we sending our love down the well?
We are. It's made in Quebec. It is 10.5 ABV.
It's from what brewery makes it?
It is yeah, I got to say this. Trois Pistoles.
Trois Pistoles.
The Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
In English.
En français.
So the back of the bottle says...
S'il vous plaît, téléphonez pour un coup de fille.
So everyone who's at the NLC now waiting to buy it, waiting on our word here, just want to give you a heads up that
because they're listening to this live.
So here's all the details. So The details are on the back of the bottle: gingerbread, or for the flavors, gingerbread, candied fruits, balsam fir, vanilla, and oak, which tastes like Christmas.
Yes.
It's a Christmas cake, Christmas cookies.
Yeah, a fruitcake, I'm going to think.
Now, pairings, which we have special pairings here. We have custom for today's show only. We have grilled flank steak.
We do.
Foie gras, cream cheese, biscotti. And then it says, if you only bring bread, blue cheese, and turkey bites. It also goes great with that.
Holy crap.
I can't believe that it says that.
But it does say cream cheese, which is a tart cheese, and we do have blue cheese here. Biscotti is sweet, foie gras is buttery, and flank steak.
Well,
I'm very salty.
The Three Musketeer labels are out of control.
Whenever I
all these
The stats and everything. And
there's a graph there.
all
There's
the hops and the IBUs and what glass to put it in.
But they don't just say IBU the number. They give it like a graph.
Yeah.
Like this is where
It's a
33
visual.
is.
Yeah. So like you have some, point of context.
Yeah.
Guys, back in my day, it just said beer. Am I right?
And also,
No, I'm curious.
Whenever
to be
I
honest,
have
though, I'm
my,
curious to see how this tastes because I do have, I think, 2 downstairs, and it looked really good.
whenever I have my flank steak, I usually have it with a bit of biscotti, though. That's such a great pairing for me.
Dip
It's
into some foie gras, and then I bathe in beer after.
It's so great. Yeah.
Let's try this.
All right. So it smells spicy.
Memories
It does,
of
yeah.
Christmas.
I get vanilla for sure.
Vanilla, and I'm getting that fruitcake smell that we got off one of those Christmas beers that
Yeah.
we had before.
Something very
I'm really
sweet
getting
about
that.
To be serious, what it really smells like is, those Christmas candy that are like little, used to get them at like your grandparents' house, and it was like a tub of candies, and they were small, and some were cinnamon, some were mint, and they were like small little squares, and they were all different colors. They'd look like ribbon candy that was cut up.
Yeah.
Smell,
Oh, yeah,
if you
yeah.
smell
They don't
this,
stick together.
it
Oh, yeah,
smells
they
like
all
sugar,
stick together.
vanilla, and cinnamon. Putting your nose in that as a kid, that big tub of candy,
Yeah, a little bit.
and they're all stuck together.
That's a pretty good memory, though. It's very sweet. Very sweet.
You get the ginger on the taste.
Yeah, a lot of ginger.
It's super syrupy. There's not a whole lot happening outside of like syrup and cinnamon.
It's really sweet.
Yeah, it's extremely sweet. But the ginger is nice.
I think it's pretty well balanced with the spices. I tend to like big malty beers that are spiced. Mm-hmm. I find if something's too light and it's spiced, I don't like it at all.
Yeah. You need to have that heaviness in
Like it's
order
got
for it to come out.
Big alcohol kick too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Jesus, what is this?
It tastes like
10.5.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
choose wisely. No, it's super thick and syrupy, and it almost tastes like when you cook, like some people will do like bananas in a frying pan with like sugar and water, and they'll reduce it. That's what it tastes like. That sugary, caramelly.
A little bit.
Syrup. It tastes like sugar.
It's a very sweet dessert type beer, which I didn't expect. I didn't expect it to have as many be as sweet as it is, but it is nice.
I can't see it pairing with much because it's so heavy and thick. It's like a dessert, like you said.
Dessert on its own.
Yep. Which is good that we got stuff that's like a dessert.
This is dry hop as well.
Doesn't taste like it.
No.
Not at all.
Try with the blue cheese though.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be weird though. It's going to be sweet.
No, the syrupy sugar with that is delicious.
Okay.
I don't know what that sound
was that? Who was that?
I think that came out of my throat.
You have a demon possession.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is nice. That's weird. I didn't expect that.
All right.
It's like how candied nuts go well with blue cheese. That's what that.
That's
It's
really
like
nice.
just sugar, right?
Yeah. It goes really well together.
Right.
Yeah. So it did say on the label that turkey bites also go well with it.
That's what I mean. It said if you choose nothing but only bread, blue cheese, and turkey bites every week.
How did you know?
Trois Musketeers.
So going back to infamous First Light,
Right.
who is the Laura Bailey? Is her name that does the voice for Fetch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so she also did the voice for Rizé in Persona 4 Golden. And she also did one of the main voices in Tales from Borderlands Episode 1.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow,
I
she's getting around.
I am legit dying to hear about this.
You like that segue?
Oh, this is nice.
I thought 2015 was going to be the year where we stopped bringing up the segue.
Now, don't ruin the next one. Wink, wink.
Listen, I got it all planned out.
Okay, good.
Now, does the person in Borderlands, do their parents own a tofu shop?
Laura Bailey's.
Yes.
I believe that's her name. Maybe it's not her name at all. No.
A little bit of blue cheese
Bit
on
of
the
blue
old
cheese on the old
mustache.
beard.
And I like that also when he turned, you could hear his,
Yeah, it's
beard
I'm
go
getting
on.
kind of mountainish over here. I gotta get a beard trim.
It gets to be much when your chin changes shape, like when the hair comes straight out and it looks like your face is changed shape. That's when you know that's
It's
enough.
time to.
It's time to trim the beard.
Yeah, no, I got it's on the list.
Trim size.
It's on the list.
Right after Borderlands.
I'm a busy man.
After getting through our challenge from Cold Beer Comics.
Guys.
Let's not talk about that. Let's keep it positive.
All right, so I talked about it in the Facebook group a little bit, but the Tales from Borderlands. I was kind of skeptical going in on that one, but I'm very happy to say it's definitely worth it, and it's you guys should play it.
What I want to know is how does it differ? How is it
From the
different
others.
from other Telltale games? What is it like?
Okay, so it's you follow two characters.
Okay.
The one is a Hyperion bureaucrat, kind of like Cowardly Lion sort of situation, I guess, in
Okay.
a way. But he's more of a schemer, and he wants to move ahead. And he gets himself into some shenanigans on Pandora.
Okay.
And so it's just like a bad deal gone wrong for this guy.
All right.
And his
Timeline. Give me
friends.
timeline here. Before, after the games.
Oh shit! Handsome Jack is a character.
So it could be before
No, wait.
too.
I think it's after too.
Okay.
I'm not 100%.
Okay.
There's some character. Zero is in the first episode, and he's one of the Vault Hunters in 2.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
And there's also some characters from 2 as well, and so some of the DLC in it as well. So there's people pop up.
What's the guy's name? It was like Jesse Ventura.
He hasn't popped up yet,
Okay.
but he might. I wouldn't put it past. Like I think that's their plan.
Crank.
Yeah. I can't
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so I think that's their plan. They're going to be bringing in characters like that.
Sure.
So I can't wait until Tiny Tina comes in.
Yeah.
And then the other character, she is a con artist, and she's trying. So they're trying to. She's trying to scam somebody, and well, they're both trying to scam somebody.
Is her name Athena, by any chance?
No,
Okay.
I can't remember what her name is though.
Okay.
Isn't Athena the girl that shows up in your visions all the time?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That'd be really weird.
She's a schemer in later Borderlands lore. So
Oh, really? Okay.
Borderlands lore.
maybe you
Borderlands
Who
lore.
thought we'd
what
ever
the
say that?
shit? Like,
should. Maybe you should play this game and explain it. No, sorry. All the different connections. Yeah, so there's a lot of action in it. Like you're two people who are not used to fighting, but you get yourself into these terrible situations. There's one instance where you have to call a loader bot down, and you have to pick his loadout. So you pick his weapons, and you get to choose certain weapons he's going to have, and then you have to combine them afterwards in the quick time event, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So it's very Borderlands-like, right?
Sure.
right.
And a lot of the jokes are very in the humor of Borderlands, and yeah. So
How is the writing? Is it?
it's funny.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad because if it tries to be and it's not, I get really
Yeah.
mad.
And it's the same situation as Telltale games. Like you make decisions. There's crosses in the road. You make a decision, and the characters remember what you say, and
Right.
that kind of thing. It feels just like a Telltale game, like
Okay.
one of the other ones,
Okay.
in terms of the dialogue options and all that. Right?
So what are you doing? Like what is, because you're talking about guns and loadouts, but like what do you?
Do you want me to give the plot away? Or-
No, but like what is the? Is it like a Walking
I'm trying
Dead?
to dance around it, so I don't give too many details.
Okay,
so you
sorry.
can experience.
Is there
experience it.
shooting? Is what I'm getting at. Like, or is
Yes.
it talking and moving?
There's shooting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of one of these things. We have to move the cursor to the target and hit R2.
Like the sniper parts of Walking Dead.
Yep,
Okay, got it.
that happened a lot. Yeah,
That's
Okay.
cool. I
That
was
makes
wondering what
sense.
it was.
and
It would need to have that because it wouldn't make any sense if it didn't.
Yeah.
it has like every big voice actor you could ever imagine, video game voice actor. Like I said, Laura Bailey does the voice of one of the main characters. Troy Baker does the other.
Of course he does.
Of course he does. Yeah.
Nolan North plays one of the bad guys.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
I don't know if he's a bad guy. He's just another character. And the guy who it was on Seinfeld, and he did the voice of the Tick. You know his name?
Patrick
yeah.
Warburton.
He was the mechanic. And
Patrick Warburton.
okay, he does the voice of another character.
What's his name? Grubby, or what was his name in Seinfeld?
Putty.
Putty.
That is the best, man. It's like
the Devils.
But yeah, when Elaine was like talking about like going to hell, it means I'm going to go to hell, like with like the devils and the heat. My God, the heat! And he's like, it's going to be rough. Like that's so good.
Now, Troy Baker wasn't in the previous ones, right? And these are all new people.
Yeah, the characters.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Zero's in it.
Does he have the robot voice thing?
Yes. Yeah. And
It's a Mega Man ripoff.
I'm forgetting one. Oh, you know, did you ever watch the show At Midnight or Talking Dead?
Yes, Chris Hardwick's in it.
Yeah, he does another character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
They're just ones I noticed.
excellent.
I could recognize
After you
the voices.
finish after you finish this, was there a sit down talking episode where everyone talked about it and Chris Hardwick hosted it?
No, that'd be great if there was.
It would be. Every episode ended that way. That'd be so awesome. Actually, that'd be so.
Can you do
funny.
anything without talking about it after?
That'd be so
I get it.
hilarious.
Chris Hardwick burn.
Take that, Chris Hardwick.
How long is it?
It was pretty long. I'd say it's over 2 hours. No, that's what how long to beat was over 2 hours.
Sweet.
Yeah, but I definitely put that much time into it.
So you liked it?
Yeah.
So
I did
you're
a lot.
like Telltale are really batting 1,000 with you. Actually, everything they put out, you
I like
really
their
enjoyed.
games, yeah.
Okay.
Did you like Back to the Future and Jurassic Park?
Not as much.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I did play both of them.
Well, this is the golden age of them, though. Like after The Walking Dead, what they've been doing since is really
Yeah.
what everybody keeps saying is they really hit their stride.
They got a formula, and I don't think gameplay-wise they're doing anything too innovative. There's little touches in Borderlands that's a little different. They kind of it's kind of throwback to that game.
Right.
But they're adapting their style to kind of just putting touches in from Borderlands.
Yeah.
Does it have a lot of the lockups and the skips like the other Telltale games? Like, does it run smooth or
I didn't notice any problems playing on PS4 at all.
Excellent. Good.
PS4 though? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's next gen.
But one thing that's cool that happens if somebody dies and they have loot come out of them, you see like the yellow
yeah.
lines go up,
Cool.
and so you can walk over them and take their money. So and you can actually build up money, and there's options on it. Like if you go walking around exploring, you can find a little chests where you can get money, and some of the dialogue options are pay this person to do that. Right?
Cool.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
update though for that particular universe, right?
And
Makes
there's,
sense.
There's one point where I had to like a
I wonder if like
the
in
chest opens and I have to pick one of three things and I have to pay money for them. So one is free, or I could buy one of the others. And it could be completely arbitrary which one you do. I don't know how it actually affects the story.
right.
Interesting.
But, yeah. So there's little touches like that.
For a game so devoid of story, the first one, and
Yeah.
the second one was
Yeah, it
different.
was different.
And now there's a Telltale game.
That's
about
it. Seems
Like
so
crazy.
weird
What
when
a
this
weird
got
arc.
announced. Like I don't like everything else has made sense. Like Wolf Among Us, even though I'm not familiar with the universe, makes
Minecraft?
sense. Is there a Minecraft one
Yeah,
coming?
they're doing a Minecraft.
Like, there's no story, none. like, how do you even do that? I don't even know.
It's called story mode.
Oh
That's what they
man,
call
there is a story
Minecraft
mode.
story mode.
holy crap! Wow. Well, there you go, guys.
Anyway,
but Minecraft
new
is one
day.
of those things that I've never been able to get. So you know.
So now I'm like, I really want to play the Game of Thrones one, see what that's like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, well, you know, as you can have the option of paying somebody off to do something, and Game of Thrones is probably just like kill person or like have sex with person. I don't know. Like,
There should be a lot of sex in that game.
there should be. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this on Vita, or is it only?
Vita?
No, I don't think so.
I'm all about Telltale games now on the Vita. Like
Yeah,
after
'cause
Walking
after
Dead
Walking
season
Dead.
2, I'm in.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, man. No dice
Is Wolf Among Us?
on Vita.
I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
No, it
is.
is. It
It
is.
might eventually go on.
And I meant to buy it when it was on sale once, and I didn't.
Get it on Vita.
I'll get it on Vita on your. Yeah,
It's awesome.
Yeah,
because you go to bed halfway through a scene, you're like, I can go to sleep now. Blink.
nice.
So, Borderlands, the Tales from Borderlands is not the only Borderlands. Oh God!
Borderlands.
This one is really great.
So,
This one's going really good.
Borderlands.
speaking of Borderlands, Bev, you played the pre-sequel.
The Borderlands. Oh, the slow clap really hit it home.
So Santa Claus this year brought me Borderlands, the pre-sequel on PS3.
Right.
And to be honest, I never started playing it until a couple days ago, and something was kind of holding me back in a way.
Yeah.
Because there's all this new stuff to play. There's all these, like, shame games from last year. We got the...
Shame games, man.
Shame games, like,
Yeah.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, oh, man. I tell you.
Am I right?
Jesus Christ.
And I got the Cold Beer and Comics Internet Archive Challenge, like all this kind of stuff. And I said, I can't get into another Borderlands game.
Uh-huh.
But I did, and it's going to sound really bad, but I forced myself just to turn it on. And I had an hour before sleep, so I said, I'm going to turn this on and do it and just kind of see what happens. Load it up, same menus, same sounds, same intro, Borderlands, right? Like, and I felt in a way a little bit burned out because I only finished the Borderlands 2 DLC about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
So wasn't sure if I wanted to kind of jump into it. Then I got to the menu screen, and there are 5 classes now instead of 4.
Yep. Whoa!
I know.
Like, hold on. Wait, how many was that? Wait, can
5.
Okay.
Instead of 4.
Holy shit!
So there's 3.
Wait, I gotta take a second.
Yep,
I'm
take
gonna
a
let
sec,
that
soak it in.
sink in. Okay.
So
Is
excuse
one
me.
of them a claptrap?
Yes, and one of them is a handsome Jack.
What?
Whoa! I didn't know Handsome Jack was a playable character.
I don't know either, but when I got to the selection screen, it said one of these 4 people or handsome Jack.
Weird.
Excuse me. But in the opening scene, you meet handsome Jack.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means. So
Broken.
Which character did you pick?
I picked a girl named, I'm going to really mess it up, but it's something along the lines of Natasha.
What does she do?
Okay.
She's the sniper gun person.
Okay.
So just like Borderlands 2 didn't exactly copy the classes from 1,
right.
this girl seems like the gun person, but instead of the emphasis,
Who is the gun person in
the gunzerker,
2?
sir.
The Gunzerker, yeah, was in 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name was a Spanish name.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But
Senior. It was his
He
name.
wasn't the sniper, though.
No, he wasn't the sniper.
Yeah, the sniper was Mordecai in the first one.
But the way
Yeah,
this one
that's who I
works
played.
is there's a new mechanic in this one where you're in space on the moon of Pandora. So
Is it as good as the moon in Wolfenstein?
Out of all the Moon games,
yeah,
Which
out of
one's the
all the
best?
moon games
Or
I've ever
or
played,
Destiny, or Wolfenstein. There's a little bit of
I'm
moon
going to say that
going
this
on.
is second.
wasn't there like Into the Moon or
To
Trip
the
to the Moon?
To the moon.
There's a
yeah.
game called Moon for DS.
Yeah,
The
There's-
first person
that was
shooter.
great actually.
There's Rainbow Moon.
Rainbow Moon.
Rainbow
There's
Moon.
Savage Moon.
Savage
There's
Moon.
that Moon movie, which was great. With Sam Worthington.
The Moon game is based on the Moon movie, isn't it?
No,
Okay.
it's just
I thought they were
coincidental
connected.
that like you're on your own in the yeah.
Got
it. It's yeah.
In 2001: A Space Odyssey, they go to the moon.
I'm going to say this is a second
Actually, in
moon.
real life, they went to the moon too.
They did.
No,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Was it Apollo?
That's the soundstage.
Apollo 10 or something? Which
No, I'm
one?
joking. I
Apollo
don't really
11?
believe that. Sorry, don't anyone talk about
No.
faking the moon landing. I
Yeah, man,
totally
they
believe it.
play golf up there and they put a flag on the moon.
Yeah.
You
I'm gonna
saw
say-
that?
I'm going to say
They had to remove the flag when they putt.
Yeah, because like
Yeah,
there's no
it's
wind,
putt-putt
so they
golf.
had to get the flag to come out. There's no atmosphere on the moon.
top 3 moons. Number 1, Vashon Half Moon Cake. Number 2, 2001 Space Odyssey Moon.
Yep.
They didn't go to the moon in that.
No.
And number 3, Borderlands Moon.
I mean, like when you think about it, when you really think about it, like we're pretty egotistical to call the moon of Earth the moon, the
Am I right?
definitive article.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Listen. Top 3 moons. I rejigged the list. Top 3 moons
Should I
of
put it
all
in the
time.
computer?
You should put it
Put it in the computer.
You should put it.
Oh, no, I had the results right here in my hand.
Okay, wait.
Top 3 moons. Number 3, Borderlands Moon. Number 2, Moon that's not in 2001 Space Odyssey. Number 1, still Vashon Moon. Same list.
See this guy.
Nailed it.
So,
Yeah.
Borderlands on the Moon, the big difference, realistically, with gameplay is that when you're out in the outer areas, you
Wait a
can only
minute.
stay out there for so long.
So like they call
you'll die.
They're calling it the moon.
Pandora's Moon.
See?
Oh, see, already confusion.
Yeah, but Pandora calls it their moon. They call it the moon.
Their moon, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what's into the moon? Handsome Jack.
Send you to the moon and back, like
How
Savage
could you be
Garden song.
Handsome Jack in a class if he's the first guy you see in the whole thing?
It's
All right.
making sense.
Okay,
maybe
so-
it changes. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is there like a vault on the moon? Or is that a spoiler?
No, there's vaults in Pandora. You're trying to get to those
I
vaults.
already knew that.
Something's on the moon jamming your signal in your ship. So you got to get to the
Gotta
moon.
get them vaults.
Got to get that moon vault.
Oh man.
Why do people put things on the moon like that?
There might be a vault in the moon because you meet a vault hunter on the moon who is an Australian voice actor. Funny enough, this game was made by 2K Australia.
Hugo Weaving.
Oh yeah.
Funny enough.
Hugo Weaving.
Pardon? Paris, Texas. Are we naming movie things?
No, he's an Australian actor.
Yeah, who's serious?
Yeah, who's serious?
That's who it is. Hugh Jackman.
AC/DC.
It's voiced by the whole band AC/DC. Does
That'd be
the voice. Yep.
There are a lot
It
of
was
Australian
Nicole
voice
Kidman.
actors, though.
It's Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Very evident that this was made in Australia.
Are there dingoes?
Is Dido in it?
There's,
It's not Australia.
Isn't she?
no, she's from New Zealand, isn't she?
Same thing.
Same. Peter Jackson. Dead Alive. Did he do Dead Alive?
Elijah Wood.
Or was that
He
Sam
did-
Raimi?
No, Peter Jackson did Dead Alive.
Did it?
You're good. Yeah.
It's also known as Brain Dead.
Oh, was it?
It is. Yeah.
In Australia? This conversation is right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, Borderland. If you like Borderlands, but if you like being in areas where you can jump really high for really long, but you
I
can
don't
only
like either
stay
of those
out
things.
there for a long time.
So it's like Halo Borderlands.
Halo Lands.
It's like Halo Lands Destiny.
Halo Lands. Denny.
Should we just end this podcast
Yes.
right now?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm about 3 hours in, and if you like Borderlands,
Right.
you're gonna love this.
So that's good timing because they just announced this week that they're re-releasing it for PS4.
Are they really?
And they're
That's a good idea.
it's going to
Did
be.
you didn't see the
I
announcement?
didn't see that. No.
You're not on the Facebook group, obviously.
Yeah, you should
I
join
haven't
the
been-
Mail Panner Gaming.
I haven't
Facebook
been
group.
on Facebook. Listen, guys, okay? I haven't been on Facebook for about 6 weeks. I haven't
We were talking
actually.
about Facebook tonight.
Oh, it's bad. Listen, I've got really bad anxiety lately. I'm like, since like the new year rolled in, I have not been feeling myself. So it's only this week that I'm feeling like coming back into myself again. I will be back in doing things again. But yes, I did not see it.
Do you know whose fault that is?
Wow.
The moon.
It's the moon.
It really-
the
it does-
phases of the moon have affected
At this time
me.
of year, the cycle of the moon.
Your
it
tides are
affects-
high.
Yep.
Yeah.
Prince of Tides.
Yeah, well, I was watching a lot of
moon.
Barbra Streisand movies.
You were.
Yeah,
That'll
and
do it.
It did. It really did. And I
So
don't know
what ones-
why I did that. Like Yentl? What the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I can't think of any Barbra Streisand.
No.
What was the one from the 90s? The
Prince
had
of
Robert
Tides.
Redford in it?
Prince of Tides.
Prince of Tides.
No, it wasn't that one.
Mirror has two faces.
Yeah,
See ya. Right?
That's the one.
I've been watching a lot of Barbra Streisand. I'm telling you right now.
Barbra Streisand. Like, I mean, her albums have sold like trillions of copies. But like, do you guys know a Barbra Streisand
not
solo
at
song?
all. No.
Besides that Guilty album she did. With
she
Barry
did
Gibb, which is
the wind
pretty
beneath
great.
my wings.
That was Bette Midler.
It's Bette Midler.
I-
Come on, dude.
Sometimes I think they're the same
Rose?
person.
The Rose, also Bette Midler.
Yep, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Tales old as time. That's Beauty and the Beast.
That's not even. We're not even in the same place now. Yep.
Play Borderlands.
Whole
Pursuit
new world.
if you
Keep
like
up,
Borderlands.
Bryson.
That's my. That's
So
my.
yeah.
review.
Anyway, so the
Circle of Life. Elton John.
they're re-releasing. They call it the Handsome Jack collection. It's
Okay.
going to have Borderlands 2, all the DLC, the pre-sequel, and the season pass for the pre-sequel for
Really?
$60 or whatever. It's probably $80 in Canada.
That's
now.
really great.
crazy.
Because I
So-
think I'd need to start from the beginning to actually get back into it again. Like playing the DLC
No,
and
you
stuff.
can bring your
Yeah.
saves over to the.
Oh,
DLC.
really? Oh, because, yeah, I tried to play it. I couldn't.
So I think I might get that. Then I'll bring it over.
Yeah, I
If
think that
anyone
might be a
plays a
good idea.
pre-sequel, make sure you got a save for the 1 and 2. Just put them on your thing. You get a lot of money at the beginning.
I got it.
And
For
badass-
Borderlands 2 was on the PS3, but my Xbox 360 was my Borderlands 1, and that's gone. That's lost to the ages.
The badass tokens are back, and you get a lot of them at the beginning of the pre-sequel.
Badass.
Have some more of this beer now.
Nice
It's
play.
fine.
It's
Let's
making
do
me get my words all wrong. Like, what did I say? Borderlands?
Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands.
Because I was thinking like if we were out in like a sheep herding.
I was thinking like
community.
Newfoundlanders, and they don't know anything besides lambs.
Lambs, like rum.
Yeah, like they don't even know that it's rum. It's just I'll have lambs.
I'll have lambs, please. Yeah, that's all I want.
Lambs,
Palm
amber.
breeze. Yeah,
palm breeze.
yeah.
What about
that's right.
Screech?
I don't think a lot of Newfoundlanders aren't big on Screech.
No, my dad used to have Screech around a lot, but
Really?
the last going off, anytime I see any of the get-togethers with the bishops and stuff, I've seen the lambs out. I'm not seeing any of the Screech anymore. It's very rare that the Screech is brought out. It's like,
Although that Screech spiced rum.
you got me into that
That's
that
delicious.
Protest the Hero video shoot, man, when you were like, here. And I was like, this is fucking delicious.
Lamb spice is good.
It's good times.
Cool.
Screech
Yep.
spice.
Yep. So,
So,
Okay, so my next segue. Speaking of PS3 games, I also played AC Rogue.
oh, did you really? You haven't played Unity, but you played Rogue.
Yeah, I figured I'd play Rogue.
Okay.
now is it true
I
that
really
Rogue
wanna know.
is possibly better than
I'm hearing it is.
I hope
Unity.
I hope not.
Shit balls.
Yeah, I haven't played a lot of it. It's fucking huge. It's like 3 or 4 maps bigger than. It feels like bigger than Black Flag.
But it's supposed to be a side game, isn't it? It's supposed to be like a side.
No, I think it's supposed to be a real game.
It's kind.
yeah.
I guess it's kind of like Black Flag 2, really. Different character, and you're in the North Atlantic. So Newfoundland.
College of the North Atlantic.
Yeah. So the
Cool.
first area you're in is North Atlantic. Then it's they call it North America, which
Okay.
is like this eastern United States. And then there's a third area, which I guess is a little bit south of that, but I haven't opened that up yet.
Okay.
South America?
No,
Okay.
no it's maybe like what's on the East Coast
Florida?
above Florida.
Oh God. Don't do geography with me. I have no damn
North
clue.
Carolina?
Math, I don't know.
I don't know. Pie.
Yeah, so Newfoundland is in it. I think I posted a video of it a while ago on the Facebook group, and it's just absolutely ridiculous.
It's
Yeah?
not St. John's as
St. John's,
as you know.
you go to St. John's and you're like, I never knew there was a waterfall right in the middle of nothing, and yeah,
What?
it's pretty awful.
That's crazy.
But I'm sure like they're all awful. If you lived in any of these places, you'd be like, this looks
Yeah, of
nothing
course.
like.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so.
Because we're like, wow, looks like a recreation of Boston. You're like, fuck no.
I'm getting the feeling though that there is just so much side stuff. Like the side stuff to main game ratio is
It's
completely out of whack.
yeah, yeah.
And there's so
I'm
many
finding that
different
a lot.
areas, and it's I'm already a little bit burned out on it. I've only played it for like a few hours.
It's the same type of things, right? You're doing
Yeah.
the same shit as you kind of did in the other ones. So,
Yeah.
like, I'd say that would be burnout because you like really complete those, right? When you play
Yeah,
them.
I put a lot of time into Black Flag, and it's very similar game. It's
Right.
Do you have to listen
naval
to people
combat.
talk? Listen to the whispers? Does that happen at all?
That happened a lot in Black Flag. I thought that was a huge step back. That was like back to the first one.
Yeah, because you didn't
they
want to
really
do
walked
that
away
ever.
from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Black Flag, a lot of it had that. But I haven't really played a lot of the main story. I've just been kind of sailing around collecting stuff.
Because the sailing is the most fun part, right?
Yeah, but even then, it's just like it's not satisfying.
Like, because it was
whatever.
last time.
Because it just seems like so much. Like I played it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, I think, so far.
Okay.
And I'm only like 7% the way through.
Yeah, yeah. There's something
So-
about a game that big. Like I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Like a game that big, like Assassin's Creed, to play every year, it feels like work. It's
Oh, every
it's
year.
just
No, of
too-
course,
It's just
of course.
too big. It's too big a game to
Well,
play every year.
This is the 8th game
Yeah,
that eighth Assassin's Creed game I think I've played in.
8 years.
No, because I think
'Cause you
the
did-
first one I played was 2,
Right.
and that came out in 2008.
Yeah, so-
Jesus, yeah,
7
Probably.
years.
Yeah,
7 years.
yeah.
So
I don't think I like those games. I like 2 a lot.
I mean,
2 is awesome.
I-
Two is
I like all
two
the
is one
Ezio
that
games.
Yeah, I not like Brotherhood a whole lot too, but they're the only 2 I played because I'm still not ready to go back. Like, and I've got Revelations at the house because I want to finish the Ezio trilogy to play it all, and I want to do it at some point, but I'm still not ready to go back because I've put so much time. Like I 100%ed both of those because I really wanted to play them. Like I really enjoyed those 2 games, and I had a great time with both of them. But like, there's so much in it and so much time that that's why it took me so long to play Dragon Age 2. For Christ's sake, I've had it for 4 years, and it's been sitting there, and I was like, I guess now is time because it's so big. It's just so daunting for me. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean. It feels like because every Assassin's Creed had a little something new, a little something extra.
Yes.
The previous one didn't have.
Yeah.
It seems like this has less, well, nothing new, but just more of this filler.
More stuff.
Right.
It has all that filler, but twice as much filler without anything new.
Okay.
And the whole twist on this game is, and it hasn't happened to me yet, so this is how early I am in the game.
Is it the same guy as Black Flag?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the time. I think it's 1750s.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. When was the American Revolution?
Oh Jesus!
We don't even know what's above Florida.
I think it's still before the Revolution. Yes,
Okay.
It is. So it's before Assassin's Creed 3 and after Black Flag.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
3 is after Black Flag.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, 3 was released before, but
Yeah, but it.
Oh, yeah, no,
chronologically,
I think the most, like in terms of like the setting, the most modern one yet was 3.
3. Yeah. Yes.
okay.
Yeah. That is correct.
And no, wait, no, Unity is the French Revolution.
I think that's before.
The French Revolution was before the American
Revolution
because
definitely.
they were supportive of the Americans when they fought against the English.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. You are correct.
History.
Yeah.
History,
that is
guys.
true. I don't know when anything
Hey, learn
happened.
the history
I know how
Assassin's
things
Creed.
went, but I don't know when they happened. I have no idea. But yes, you are correct.
So the twist on this one is you play as an assassin who becomes a Templar.
Templar?
oh,
Templar,
really?
that's what I said.
Okay.
I just said it really
You're an
fast.
assassin that becomes a Templar. Weird.
Yeah. So he starts. You start out as an assassin, and something
Okay.
happens, and you you have to hunt down your friends in the end. Apparently,
Really?
you just get that from the opening cutscene.
That's
So is that-
kind of neat.
are you possibly one of the people at the end of Assassin's Creed 2? The end that I still don't know what happened? All the
2,
Templars are standing around?
The one that happened in the 1400s.
Yeah, but the Templars, they can move through time and they're like ghosts, aren't they?
Ghosts?
Ghosts.
No.
I thought they were.
No, you're thinking about the race of because humans were like an experiment. We were like we were like a laboratory experiment, and then we were released. And that was Eden.
Yep.
So there was a race of people, our creators, basically.
Yeah.
And they in Assassin's Creed 2, you're seeing sort of glimpses of that, right? And
Would I know this
from all
playing
the
one and two?
glyphs and stuff too?
In 3, they mention a lot of it. Like they get into that,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if that was the right one.
Because I could try. I was trying to piece it together in 2 and Brotherhood and stuff, and not like kind of filling in the blanks. Like I was
Yeah.
like, "There's something really big happening here that I don't really
It's
get."
really strange and convoluted, and
Yeah.
I it's hard for me to remember it all.
Yeah.
But it's just like a master race, the humans' master race that came
The
before.
Templars.
No,
Us. People.
no, we are the
experiment.
The experiment.
the apes.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so who's
And
the
then there was a
race?
master race that died out, and
Yeah.
they're the ones that created us, basically. Those are the ghost people.
Okay, that's not the Templars.
No,
No,
Okay, sorry.
no. The
I thought
Templars
that-
are not those people.
Oh, okay.
so we're basically There's two secret organizations that fight against each other.
The Assassins and Templars. Yeah.
Understood.
Yes.
Okay. So who are the ghost people?
They are our creators.
You know what's really weird is talking about the Templars. In Dragon Age 2, it's the mages and the Templars
Really?
fighting against each other. So it's a really weird. Like I'm like Templars, and I'm just thinking about what about the mages though, and the blood mages, and the circle. Oh God, no, it's not the same thing at all. Your Templars are way different.
You ever see the Blind Dead movies? They had Templar zombies.
Oh really?
Yeah, I should lend you the box set.
You have a box set of
Here's 10 movies.
Templar zombies. That's amazing. Oh man.
Okay.
It comes
No,
in a little coffin.
Oh
Nice.
really?
Back in the day when I had lots of money to spend on.
You got that in the Misfits box set in the coffin.
It's right next to each other.
No, I will admit that I'm totally lost on like Assassin's Creed lore.
And
so
even
when
like, I played every single one of them, and I still don't really have it all straight.
Right.
I'm usually kind of drunk when I always finish them. I don't know why.
Trying to do all those.
Two glasses of wine. I'm like, oh shit, I finished it. Whoops.
There have been points,
Ghost
man, when
people.
there have been points when I finished a game and actually like went back and went, oh, holy shit, what the hell? And I like read back through a plot synopsis to figure out why I was doing some of the stuff I was doing.
Yep.
Just because I could just slip my mind, or I like stop playing for a while and I'm like, what the fuck am I? Like, what am I doing right now?
Yeah, I definitely like to look up a video that explains that just to kind of lay it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
play some like
maybe
Metal
you
Gear.
should stop listening to this and just go listen
I
to
was
somebody
gonna
who
say.
knows what they're talking about. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So Rogue, you're not far into and you're not loving it, basically.
No, I'll report back later.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent.
So how are you feeling about Swapper?
Swapper, have you played any of it?
No,
Okay. Has anybody played any of this?
I have it
I
downloaded.
downloaded it for the PlayStation Plus. There.
Man,
There's a man in a spacesuit.
there's a man in a spacesuit.
Are you on the moon?
It looks pretty good. You are not on the moon. I don't think. I don't know where I am. It basically, the mechanic feels a lot like Portal in a way. Like there's one mechanic that's just utilized in a good way. Like you can make a clone of yourself in a beam, and you can swap to that clone. So you can swap your essence to the clone.
Okay.
And
top-down puzzle style.
or horizontal, like all like side scrolling. So like let's say you need to hit a switch, and you have to go through a door at the same time. Well, put your clone up there, and everything you do, the clone does. So you have to make sure that it positions in the right way to hit that switch, so you can go through. Like the first puzzles are extremely easy.
Okay.
And you can make up to 4 clones of yourself. There are points where I'm looking at it now, going, I need one more clone. How the hell am I supposed to do this? Like, and I'm like, it's the feeling. I haven't had this feeling in a really long time of staring at a screen for a long period of time. Like there was one puzzle the other night that I looked at for 25 minutes, and I was just like doing it over and over and going.
So how
like,
far are you?
Like, I'm not sure. Like the whole map is almost open to me, so I think I'm close to the end. And you can pick up any number of orbs, like you're picking up orbs in some of these places to unlock new areas. Mm-hmm. And I think you can do it without doing all the orbs. I think it's set up in that way where you don't have to find everything. But when I get to a place, sometimes I'm thinking like maybe I don't have all the upgrades or something. But I don't think there are any upgrades. I think you just have what you have in the beginning, and that's it. And there are some
So it's like Portal.
There are some beams of light where the blue light you can't make a clone inside it, but you can swap through it. Right, so like if there's a clone over there, you can swap through it and become that clone. Mm-hmm. And then there are red ones where you can make a clone in it, but you can't swap into it. So sometimes those beams cross each other, and you're going and there are switches to turn the beams off. So you're trying to figure out how to get to those places, turn the beams off, so you can get to the orb that you need to get. It's really. I don't know. When you get one of those puzzles that you've been spending so much time on, it's the first time I felt since Portal 2 where I've been like, fuck yes, when I've got it. Like, it really feels rewarding. It's super rewarding to get it. Like, because it's hard. Like, and how it's set up. Sometimes it's just like how you positioned yourself to like one fraction of an inch that you can't quite get to where you need to go. And you're like, maybe I can do this if I move a certain way, or if I like. Anyway, it's.
So what did you play this on?
PS4.
Do you think it would work on Vita? I've heard that the screen is too small.
I think that
Is it on Vita?
Yeah. It's
also
it's
free?
a cross-buy thing. Yeah, and it's cloud saves and stuff, so you can take it from each. But I haven't played it on the Vita. I don't have much room on Vita, so like I don't usually download much on it. Mm-hmm. But I think that it looks really nice on the big screen. It really does. It's a nice looking game.
I've heard that before. That like sometimes it's too hard to see everything.
Yeah, I can see that. It's as I said, it's a really nice looking game, and it's a really rewarding game. I'm really enjoying it, and like I'll put it on. Like I have 20 minutes, I'll put it on, and I might not get anywhere, but maybe I'll see. Maybe I found myself the other week. I was taking Raven out. We were doing recycling blitz for her Girl Guides. We were trying to pick up recyclables everywhere, and while she was out going door to door, and I was just sitting in the car like waiting for her to to go to all the doors and try to find stuff. I was thinking about like the puzzles in that game, trying to figure out like, am I doing this right?
Nice.
Like, and that's the first time that's happened to me in a really long time. Like, it's kind of permeated me.
You're like one of those chess masters who just plays the game in his head.
Oh man,
You know?
it really feels
Knows
good.
like B3 to D6 and
No, I'm not that smart.
take
'cause
that
it's-
king.
You know, it takes.
That's how poker. That's how chess works. What?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, poker.
What crazy guys, right?
But yeah, it's worth playing, guys. You should actually
yes.
spend some time with it. It, as I said, like that rewarding feeling of getting the orb that you're like looking at forever and you don't know how to get out of it is really good.
Did you play Stealth Bastard yet?
No,
Okay.
no.
should play
I heard that that's
Stealth
pretty good
Inc.
too. Eh?
Stealth Inc.
Yes, Stealth Inc.
Because
Yeah,
the word bastard is offensive.
Yes.
it is.
I'm sorry.
Is it like that on PC? Is it that name on PC?
Hey, the Wii U has a game called Bombing Bastards.
Does it?
Bombing Bastards. It's a Bomberman clone.
Guys, the Wii U is great. Not sure if you guys know that.
Yeah.
It rules.
Metroid Prime Trilogy for $10. That is
$10.
completely insane to me. That is so
Punch
insane.
Out is out now for $10.
Oh God, get it.
Yep, the
it's
Wii
so
Punch-Out.
good. It's so good, man. Yeah. Anyway, hey, yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Wii. Hey, Mark. What's up? You like the Wii, right?
No, I don't have one.
Okay, yeah. You're not a big fan.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it is great.
Yeah. Oh,
don't
wow.
fucking-
Like
I don't fucking know.
right.
You sit down and play one time.
I don't think I've ever actually. Is that what does that?
That's what you'll be like.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
when you sit down and play one of those. That's how he sounds. Yeah. No more words anymore. Just ear horn.
Wow, wow, wow.
Driving by people. Bow, bow, bow.
Beautiful, man.
So Bev, Shadow of Mordor, please talk about this, please.
I started this last Saturday afternoon, and I played it I expected to play for about 15 minutes, get through the intro, because I tried the intro before, when you're on that bridge and your wife and child, and that whole intro scene.
What? My wife and child are on a bridge.
Yes. In the intro scene. Excuse me, swallowing.
Are you talking about the game?
Yes.
They're not right now. No.
Not right now. Right now. So, Shadows of Mordor,
You played the intro and that's it?
I played the intro 6 months ago.
Oh, sorry.
It was a long time ago.
I wasn't.
It was
listening.
not out 6 months ago.
Wasn't it?
No.
3
I think
months
it
ago.
came out in September.
Whenever it came out. Seems like 6 months ago.
Okay.
So, played the intro, had a whole bunch of other stuff. I said I'll get back to it, play for year end. I didn't. So last Saturday, it was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, really kind of lazing around, and I said, I'm going to try that Shadows of Mordor, try to get through that intro. So I got through the intro, and I said, okay, well, excuse me, seems like some sort of like Batman meets Assassin's Creed style. Excuse me, sorry, I'm trying to swallow a piece of pepperoni bite, and it's not going down very fast. And it, to be honest, it didn't really interest me, and I wasn't kind of into the orc lore, we'll say, of what it was kind of going about in the Lord of the Rings universe. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, so
Right.
I got through the intro, and I was kind of feeling it. I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this. I finished that, and then got into the open world, and then you learned about the map, about the captains and the
Birds and the
generals,
bees.
birds and the bees.
Yeah.
And you learn like your wraith effects, wraith powers, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
For the 3 hours I would say I played it, it almost felt like I was playing the best game that I'd ever played in my entire life for 3 hours. I'm only about 3 hours in because I haven't played it since last Saturday.
When you first get the opportunity to kind of jump into the world,
Yes.
did you get bombarded with captains?
Captains and tutorial stuff, like it's teaching you stuff
Well,
every 5 seconds.
The first time I jumped into any combat,
Yep.
it's like 6 captains came up to me,
Yep,
and they were like,
100%.
they're all trying to like slice me down. I'm like, what is happening? This is
Yep.
nuts. So that happened to you too? I've heard of other people saying the same thing.
I had huge mobs against me, and I think I killed 1 or possibly 2 generals in the first 30 minutes or whatever. So kind of, it was trial by fire, which is nice. Just kind of throws you into all the stuff. But at the same time, the first 2 hours is kind of brutal because it gives you tutorials like every 4 seconds.
You got to upgrade those runes and stuff, man. You know?
Get the runes, yep. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel at the end, but I think very confidently that I'm really, really going to like Shadows of Mordor. This whole Nemesis system, the whole idea of there are story missions, and the story missions are intended to take down the generals. Or captains?
Captains, and there's like war chiefs.
War chiefs, sorry. And then new competitors are made all the time for people who kill you in this stack of people. And then you see where they are on the map. So you have your story missions, which involves taking these guys down. But then kind of on the side, there's more people rising up the ranks. I mean, we've heard people talk about this Nemesis system a lot. The fact that certain orcs have things like intel and they're not just kind of mindless enemies. Like certain people are important you have to keep alive. The combat is a dream. Like in mobs of like 15 people, you can stay alive if you're on your game.
Do you know how like all the captains have their own personality and they kind of have like different things that they say? I ran into one and towards the end of it, after fighting, probably dozens of captains and all being different. The same one's never repeated. I saw this one guy, he had these big teeth. And you know how they always, when you clash swords with them, and they always have a few words for you?
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm going to grind your bones or whatever.
Yep.
He says something.
Did this guy just growl at you?
He goes like this. It's frightening.
Nice.
Absolutely frightening.
You talked about that about 4 episodes ago.
I was expecting something like...
some kind of like one-liner or something, and then it was just
and
that.
It just hisses at me. I'm like, you're nuts.
You're nuts, but you're burnt.
No, I got to say, I mean, I am totally enthralled with this game. I didn't have a chance to play it this week, but
if we're going to talk about it,
yep,
I haven't played it yet, so I'm going to hate it.
You're gonna hate it.
Okay, good.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep the status quo alive.
Shadows of Mordor, I mean, it won all kinds of games of the year all over the place. Like I said, about 3-4 hours in, so I'm not really kind of deep enough to know if it's going to hold up near the end, but...
I'm not even going to bother.
No, don't even bother, man. Don't even bother. Shag it. I got to say, I mean, the whole thing seems to be based around the core mechanic of the game. I mean, the combat is fine, like everything's kind of fine.
Right.
But the core mechanic and the thing that drives the game and the story missions drives you. And it's good to have that driver there. You're always wanting that carrot on the end of a stick thing.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. How long is it? 10 hours, 20 hours?
For me, it was like 2 months.
2 months, okay.
2 months, yeah.
How long did it be? 2 months. So I'm all about it. And, did you use your arrows a lot? Your wraithy arrow things?
Depends on the situation.
Okay.
You could use them to kind of pick off a few of the
Yeah,
guys.
like the mob guys that are kind of coming towards you.
You can, and as you upgrade that, you'll get better with it. And it kind of slows down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Elf time or
yeah.
elf
So as you
shots or
upgrade that,
something?
you'll get more time. So if
Sure.
you're in a big group, you can just kind of pull that off and get someone thin out the herd sort of thing, right?
There's a lot of upgrades. That game
Yep.
hits you really hard in the first hour. If you upgrade your weapons, they upgrade the runes on the weapons, then you upgrade you, and then you upgrade your skills. And it's a little bit heavy-handed at the beginning, but I could, if I didn't have to do anything that night, I could have sat down and just played Shadows of Mordor for 20 hours easily. Right. Just like you're just in.
Are you going to try to 100% it?
I don't know enough about it to know what that includes.
Okay.
I don't know what 100%ing would include.
If you do...
Here's a question. Are there ever no war chiefs? Can you ever kill off all the war chiefs?
Yeah.
So what happens then?
The
Is
other
the
guys
game
rise
over?
up, don't they?
Well, I don't want to tell.
Okay, never mind. It just seems like if I kill all these guys and I don't ever get killed.
Well, the captains always get replaced. Like people always rise
okay.
up, right? So
Got
the thing
it.
about it is, it's happened slowly,
Sure.
right? And you're killing the strong ones, and they're getting replaced by weak ones.
But then they rise up the ranks.
Yeah, but still, as a group, they're weaker than they were before. And you're getting stronger.
Understood.
By doing it.
Okay. Because
You know?
it seemed like in theory, I could kill all the war chiefs. If I don't get killed, they're gone.
Not forever. Their spots will fill up eventually.
Sure. Got it.
But if you kill a lot of them, then there'll be less of them around. And
The weaknesses and strength thing is pretty cool because, like, some guy will be afraid of bees, or like you hit him with one arrow and he's dead, but you punch him forever and he won't die. And
Okay, that's cool.
it seems legit. Like it seems.
like my
pretty
biggest
cool.
nemesis was.
You
I
had
told
to
you
do stealth, right?
Yeah, like I killed him in a second, but I tried for hours trying to kill him before that, until I actually looked at his.
But you didn't know
weaknesses.
that his weakness was.
Yeah.
Stealth seems pretty forgiving in the game. All you got to do is like crouch and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Good game.
Cool.
Yeah.
Chad, is Child of Light a good game?
Let's see. Is Child of Light a good game? Have you been playing it, Bev? Have you played it much?
I've played about 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. So you should have a pretty decent thought about it at this point. What do you think? I want to ask you.
I'll be totally honest. I'd like more of the combat and less of the platforming.
There
that
is no
make sense?
platforming. There's
You're
none.
just kind
You're
of
just
moving to fight
flying
to fight.
around. Like there's none. It's a game that I'm having trouble. It's keeping me at arm's length when I'm trying to love it. Like it's one of those weird things. I'm like, this should be something I'm really into, and I'm not. Like there's something.
Do you like the combat though?
Combat's all right. I'm only kind of getting like going to the place where I like it now, and I'm like on. I think there's 11 acts in that game. I'm on Act 10. So like,
Holy smokes!
Yeah, like I'm almost finished, and it's only now that I'm like, oh, okay, like switching up the parties and doing all this stuff because you have to keep switching your guys. There's only 2 guys on the screen at all times, and you've got a party of about 5 or 6, and you can keep switching them out whenever you want in the middle of the combat. It doesn't matter. The weird thing I find is that you're fighting enemies at all times that have different weaknesses, and you can load up. Oculi, they're called the runes, like ones that are like make the like where people are weak to fire and people are weak to water and all that stuff. It's a very simple system, but you can't switch them out in the middle of combat. So like when you're in that fight, there's
stuck.
nothing you can do. Like you better have people that are equipped with everything at every time, you know, which I guess is how it's supposed to be played, but. I find that really strange. Like you're like, oh shit! I wish that this person was like, you don't know what you're going to find. Like the first character you see on the screen is the one you're going to fight. But what are all of his friends? You know, could be ones with fire, could be ones with water. It doesn't like. And now I find that they're switching them up all the time. Like they're doing it constantly. Like I'll be fighting somebody that has an immunity to fire, but one that's weak to fire. So it's constantly me switching shit up. But I don't know. Like I'm only getting to the point where I'm enjoying the combat now, and it's like 8 hours in. Like and at this, I was like, when is this going to grab me? Like when is this going to like actually make me enjoy it?
What term would you use to describe the combat?
It's turn based, and it's active time. Like it's
time battle.
Active time battle.
Yeah, it's you know you can. There's a meter on the screen that says where. It shows all of your characters' faces, like every character involved in that battle, and they're going up this timeline. And then when they get to a part where it says cast, is when you're able to make the cast. And some of your spells take longer, some of your spells are quicker, and you kind of have to make sure that you cast before the enemies do.
And the enemies have the same meter?
Yeah, and they will be interrupted if you cast before they do and hit them. So that's kind of cool. And there's a character I have that has a lot of different buffs for that kind of stuff. So I swap them in and use them on people and then take them out. And there's a lot of like inventory, like party management, which is now I'm getting into. I'm kind of enjoying that part. But the story is just brutal. It is brutal. Like it's the story itself is good, but the way it's told in the rhyming and shit, I want to go and just whoever
it's
wrote
like a
this
nursery
game.
rhyme type thing.
No, but it's not even because it's so badly done.
It was the same writer as Far Cry 3.
It is the worst. It is the worst.
Did you know that, Bev?
Oh God.
Yes.
It's like the rhyme.
I heard it was really good.
The rhyme schemes like.
I heard that was like the best part of the game was the
It
story.
is totally like the story.
I'm gonna love it.
Far Cry 3? That did not have a great story, sir.
Yes, it did. Not a great story, but it had an interesting story.
No.
The bad guys in that game were crazy. Come on.
Did you
play it yet?
No, I haven't. I've got it though. I'm going to be playing it soon.
I think Bev forgets. He's too busy climbing up towers.
That didn't have a great story.
I thought it was a compelling story. Better than 2.
Well, everything's
Better than 2. Although I've seen so many articles lately talking about how Far Cry 2 is the best in the series.
Oh man, like 3 with
Spoiler, you don't get malaria in Far Cry 3.
the acid trip thing and everything. Come on, no, you're wrong.
Oh God.
I like the story.
See, that's something we all agree on, guys. Far Cry 2 is a piece of shit. Anyway, Child of Light, like all those little things make me like stay at arm's length. I'm trying, but I am playing it because I'm close to the end, and I like how it looks. And now I'm into the battle system a bit, but it took me a long time to get there, man. Like it's pretty hard to get there.
You're picky with your battle systems.
I am, yeah. Because I didn't like Persona's battle system, and and I know you guys do, and I know
It was okay.
Was it close to? Because it kind of looks like it might be something like South Park.
Yeah, and South Park's has the whole point, the whole thing where I think, I don't know what it is about it that's different than South Park, because it is very similar in terms of like having two guys on the screen. You have two guys in your party, and you can swap them out.
There was no time-based things. There was blocking. You had to
Blocking,
push the button at the right time, but there was no actual like, an attack was going to come in a certain amount of time. You could take your pause in between, and like Child of Light, it has one time meter actually, and everyone kind of runs along that one time meter.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know what the name of it is though.
But it's interesting, and now that I'm into it, where I'm swapping out party members a lot more, and where there's more people to deal with. Like there's a guy that you unlock later on, a big ogre guy.
Oh, sure.
He's really good and he's really strong.
I've only met like he's a magician or a jester.
Yeah, the jester, Rubella.
Yes.
Yeah. There's like that's kind of cool. Like I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm very conflicted. I hope that it ends and I have a good overall feeling of it.
Sure.
Like it's confusing to me because there's so much stuff that I don't like and stuff that I do. Like,
Are you playing the beater?
strange. Yeah.
Do you use your finger for the
All the time.
Totally.
All the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the little orb that flies around with you, Ignatius or whatever his name is, like he flies around with you all the time. You can use him. You can just rub your finger around to get him to pick things up. It's really great. And in the middle of battles too, like there's always a couple of plants on each side, and you can use him in the middle of battle to slow down an enemy so that they don't do their attacks as quickly, or you can you can put him down to the plants to actually give you more health and shit during the fight, which is cool.
So this game has plants.
Yeah, no
versus-
zombies though.
Okay.
No zombies. No magic tree of life or any bullshit like that either.
What does that music mean?
Oh God, I don't know. It seems really strange to me.
Normally we have the
Bev's been playing some
orchestral.
Final Fantasies.
Push your glasses up.
Normally we have like the orchestral version where it's all kind of real, but that's the NES, the first Final Fantasy game. version of
Beautiful,
the,
man.
The prelude music.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy
Side fans.
13-2 is a game similar to Final Fantasy
13-2.
13-2,
Okay.
sequel to 13.
13-2.
So when they set up 13, they announced it. They said this
Final
is going to be
Fantasy XIII
hyphen
hyphen
2.
2.
So they said straight off the jump, it's going to be a trilogy.
When
It's
did they
going to be
say
the
that?
best thing ever. When they announced 13,
They did?
oh yeah, they were like, this is going to be a whole big thing. So Final Fantasy 7 had Crisis Core and not Dissidia. What was that PSP game? Begins with a D.
Jesus, I don't know, man.
I bought it on that sale.
Disgaea?
No,
Nope, I have no idea. But they also had
maybe
like,
it is Dissidia.
They also had that one where like it was it was almost like a shooting one too. Like one of the characters in it.
That's
was,
what this is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what this.
Did you know
PSP
there's
game
a
is.
Chocobo racing game?
There is. And also, there's Crystal Castles on the Wii, and there's
Crystal
Chocobo
Chronicles.
Racing. Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah, that's
And
great, actually.
Chocobo Racing is in 64 or the Wii.
PS1,
I
I
have
think.
no fucking clue, man.
No, I think Chocobo Racing was a Nintendo game.
I think you're wrong.
Chocobos.
Chocobo.
I think you should look it up. I think you're wrong.
Final Fantasy 2 is a game.
X2.
X2.
X32.
Of similar to
Is
13
it X2
of
or Dash 2?
totally unlikable characters,
Okay, good.
except for Lightning.
Yeah.
I thought Lightning was not in this game.
Lightning Returns.
Lightning is not in this game. Well, at least
What's
in the first
happening?
20 hours.
Good lord.
And it continues the tradition of 13 of unlikable characters and wonderful gameplay.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
Is the guy with the afro in it?
nope. Well, not so far.
Is Troy Baker in it?
That's the thing
I
that you
think
ask
so.
everybody.
I think he might be Noel,
Okay.
one of the main characters. The combat in Final Fantasy 13-2 is the same thing as 13, and what it's all about is it's kind of like active time battle on crack because everyone has there's 6 classes: Commando, Ravager, Medic, Saboteur, Synergist, and one other one. I can't remember.
And
But-
the other one.
And the other one.
Yeah.
So basically the deal is you have 3 people always, and everyone does attacks automatically. And everyone has a little time meter. So the whole point of this game is you're just switching meters. So if you're a commando, your little time meter goes up and you go attack, 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 attack. No matter what, you always attack.
Right.
And if you're a medic, you go heal, 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 no matter what.
Okay.
So basically,
it's
the whole
like a
deal
little
is
drinking bird that just does the same thing over and over. Okay, gotcha.
So all you're doing is you're switching the roles of these characters through the game to win. That's how the combat works in these games. It's kind of totally crazy. So like, your commander will always attack.
So you're role playing all the time.
All the time.
RPG, man.
Your saboteur will always try to affect the enemy in a negative way by debuffing them.
Right.
And they just do it at a steady rate. So all you're doing is you're just, through battles, you're just switching these roles out, and they just do these things a set amounts of time.
Okay.
And then you just upgrade these things by having better moves, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
The only difference between this and 13 is that this is slightly non-linear.
Yeah.
Because they got the feedback
There's
from 13.
actual like open places to go.
Yep. Even though I was cool with the linearness of...
Yeah, you didn't care because you liked the battling system.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Is there chocobos?
There's chocobos.
Is there chocobo racing?
First 10 minutes of the game.
Chocobo racing?
Well, then.
Chocobo racing. You race chocobos. Guys, don't... calm down. Calm down. And there's a Moogle with you the whole time.
No
Right
fucking
from the
way.
start. Oh,
Right
hold
from
on.
the start. No way. What do you
I got a chocobo the other day, but I can't find it.
You got a chocobo? You can't find your chocobo, man.
I'll find you guys my chocobo.
Oh, that's not good, man.
Later on.
When you can't find that chocobo. That chocobo's missing, man. I don't like it. You got a
I
giraffe
lost
and
me
a bird in there.
chocobo. She's around here somewhere.
So,
Basically, Final Fantasy 13-2 is essentially a continuation of 13. It's non-linear, and instead of having 3 people in your party that you can choose, there's 2 mandatory characters, and as you beat enemies, you get their crystals. So your third character is...
the crystals?
You take these crystals and you can translate them into those animals that they were before you beat them.
Is it Pokemon?
It's Final Fantasy meets Pokemon because you get these animals, and the animals are commandos, ravengers, medics, saboteurs. So you choose an animal to be in your party, and then you level up that animal, and you have to, in a sense, if you want, collect them all.
Oh, wow.
No, but there's
crap.
rare animals and
so do you
common
have
animals.
so somebody else had to
and-
buy 13.2
B?
X? Yeah. And so you can get them all?
I mean, like it's hard to describe 13.2 if you don't know 13, but basically it has that same active time battle on crack style battle system. The characters are different and it's non-linear. But I will tell you that I liked 13. I got past the barrier of 13 pretty early, like 2 hours in, and I was really into it.
Right.
The character of Vanille in 13 I thought was maybe the worst character I ever met in a video game ever in life. But other characters are really great, like Hope and Snow and Lightning, and I really got into the battle system. And this game, they took a lot of feedback from that, and they don't have like a Vanille type character.
Right.
And it is non-linear, but it's the same
Vanille?
battle system.
The terrible character.
At some point in your life, that CD's in
Did you
your
play,
house.
Chad, did you play
I haven't, no.
13?
No.
You'll meet Vanille, and you'll know what I mean. So I'm just gonna leave it there. You
Vanille,
had to
and you'll know
experience
what
it for yourself.
Okay.
But no, I started 13.2 when we did Extra Life 2 years ago.
Yep.
I got it the day before we started Extra Life.
That's right.
And I've dropped it ever since, and I've picked it up this week, and I put in about 10 hours or so, like
Okay.
through the whole week. So I'm in.
Okay.
I'm riding chocobos. I'm using my Moogles.
Spoilers.
Doing the whole thing.
You ready for some spoilers? From somebody who's never played the game?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good. Do it.
Here we go.
There's no ending. You got to buy DLC to get the ending.
I heard about this, yes.
What?
Yeah, the last chapter you got to buy.
What? Is this for real? Oh, that's... Wow. Oh,
They-
my God.
Yeah, Square Enix saw what Assassin's Creed did with
Did
chapters in the
chapters
middle.
Yeah,
And they were
10,
like, let's do
11,
it at the end.
Or 11 and 12, or whatever they were in Assassin's Creed 2.
So I'm looking forward to... I enjoy it, but I'm kind of back to my volume down ways of video games with this one because I just like the combat a lot.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to getting through this. Lightning Returns is supposed to be the gear. So I'm just looking forward to doing that. And Final Fantasy Type 0 Type O, whatever you call it. It's coming out in March.
There's the PSP game.
You know what?
It's a typo negative.
Typo negative. Peter Steele. But I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It was a PSP game, Japan only, all that kind of stuff, and you think like HD remix of this PSP game, but the more I read about it, it sounds really awesome. Like it's a group of 12 school people kind of all in this group together, and I think it's like real-time action. I don't think it's turn-based. I think it's like
Real-time
action. Real-time action.
Yeah.
And if you get the day one edition, you do get the Final Fantasy 15 intro chapter, which I believe is the same thing as Bravely Default. The demo isn't in the game; it's a prequel to the game type thing. So and it plays into 15. So I'm kind of getting my Final Fantasy momentum back.
Oh, yeah, getting your mojo.
I'm not a big fan of that because I kind of want to get 2015 games on the go. So it's kind of hurting that.
2015 games. There's no 2015 games.
Do you
no
know
such
what,
thing.
Do you know what I do? Just do whatever I want.
You do.
Did
you guys see that?
We haven't heard from that guy from a long
If
time.
I want
Just
to
say.
play something, I just plays it. I don't let years get in the way of that stuff.
Yeah, that's
Did you guys see that spelling mistake in the cover of Type 0?
No.
So there's a little note on the bottom that says includes intro chapter demo to Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
And includes is spelled INLCDUES or whatever.
Oh, no.
Totally great.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm hoping they changed it before.
I hope they don't.
No, Type O or Type 0, whatever it's called, seems really, I think it's going to be good.
Old?
Really cold.
Old.
Yeah,
really
no,
old.
I think that, saying that it's a remastered PSP game, it doesn't shine too well on it. But then I think about all the handheld games I've been playing recently and
That's
how
fine.
I love them more
So
than
what about,
console games.
yeah.
So I'm like, no,
Are
it's
you
fine.
looking forward to the new remake of Final Fantasy VII coming out on PS4?
It's not even a remake. It's just the fucking game.
I know.
Like, they're not doing anything with
It's
it.
just Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
What
the fuck, man?
Listen, I stand by my statement on the Facebook group that Final Fantasy 7, just like Half-Life 3, is stuck in this expectation hell, and no matter what happens, it's going to flop horribly. So, I mean, if there was an HD remaster coming to this, all the people that have been begging for it for years would probably say,
It's not great.
Yeah.
They changed. Blah.
yeah, they changed it, it sucks.
I don't like what Cloud looks like.
So, yeah.
Mom.
All right, so we got a new segment on the show, backed by popular demand, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Bev, you composed a new theme song for this segment.
Yep.
Could you play it?
Yep, totally. I
Right
just got to
now?
load up my computer here now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's the computer.
Oven baking, male pattern baking.
So, mail pattern baking, hey? That's what we're doing now. We needed to add something new.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we needed to add something new. We needed,
Another segment that we'll never follow up on.
we will definitely. I am doing the next one. I'm going to do it.
We're going to follow up on this, though.
Okay,
we
so
are. Yep.
we're all going to make cake.
We're all going to make cupcakes.
I like these
Yep.
cupcake.
Yeah, these are
Thanks.
cars.
Crackers, wraps.
The cupcake wrappers are cars.
Yeah, yeah.
themed.
From a.
I feel like we're
Pixar.
I feel like we're being too familiar right now. Do you want to talk about what we're doing?
Okay, so we have to figure. Yeah. Okay, Mark, what brought this up? Because it was your idea to do this anyway. So what?
Well, last time we had cake, and
Yeah.
it was delicious.
Yeah.
And then I just the whole thought
Yeah.
of not being able to have orange cake just
Yes,
seemed
yeah.
wrong to me.
Yeah.
Right.
There's got to be a way to do it.
Okay.
And I figured, coming from the beer making, you could hack things,
Yes.
even though they're not intended to happen. There's something
Is this a life hack?
yeah. This
Hack for
this
orange
is a baking hack.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got the Duncan Hines, I think it was. There's the box mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a flavor packet, an orange icing
Yeah.
flavor
Okay.
packet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it in the batter.
Okay. It was a vanilla batter originally.
It was like a white,
Vanilla
white.
batter?
Okay.
plain batter. So.
Okay.
And I also
Plain.
put some orange juice in it.
Ooh. Ooh la la.
Okay, so
Do you dry hop this or?
and on top, it's actually a orange icing flavored with orange juice,
Oh.
and it has some dark chocolate shavings and an Aero chocolate on top. Now,
It's a great presentation.
I'll have to be completely honest. I kind of started doing this, and my wife took over.
Give me that.
Probably because like she knew I was going to fuck it up.
You're crying halfway through. You're like,
So I'm sure she was just like, I know you're not going to do a good job with this.
how did you get the car's cupcake?
She had those
wrapper?
as well.
Okay,
Yeah. They're leftovers from a party or something.
totally awesome. Automobile party.
Yeah. No, it was a birthday party or something for one of our nephews. Anyway,
All right. So male
this
pattern
is the
baking
attempt to try to make the orange cake without
Okay.
actual
seems
orange
extremely moist, probably because of the orange
very
juice. I'm
moist.
thinking.
cake. Right moist, eh?
It's not bad.
It's pretty good cupcake. I gotta say, man.
What do you think compared to like the orange cake that you buy? I don't think it's orangey enough. Maybe
It's not orangey enough.
No, it's not.
You can taste some of it.
it needs more orange.
Yeah. Need more orange. More oranges.
It's not bad,
Nope.
but it's
nice.
not. It's not. I'll tell you what. The orange juice doesn't give it that chemically kick.
Well, it
that
also
orange
has
cake
The artificial orange.
Yeah, the artificial taste because it's
It
like
has
real orange.
the artificial flavoring in there as well,
Yeah.
but it's also just a little bit of.
You made it too real.
Yeah, it's almost too real.
It's
You know
too
what I was
real.
thinking? Rather than do that, use Tang. I
Tang
bet you
would
that
do
would
it.
do it.
Man, you know where I can find some Tang?
Anyway, so do you think it's possible now to make orange cake without the having to get it shipped in?
I think that, and I just ate the Aero balm chocolate business. That's pretty sweet. That icing
Yeah.
is really sweet. Holy cow!
Holy crap.
It's good. I feel like my eyes are like pupils are dilated.
Yeah.
I
The
think
all
it's,
syrup squishy.
I think it's delicious,
It's really good.
but we can't forget our roots. Do you know what I mean? Like we can't forget where we came from. An orange cake out of a box with all of its chemically not good for you goodness. There's a purity to that, and I think that you can recreate it for people who grew up liking cherry chip cake that don't know any better.
Cherry chip cake is good.
Did you see that in the Facebook group?
Well,
Orange cake versus cherry chip cake.
I did not. As I said, I haven't been on Facebook in 6 weeks.
So we're talking about orange cake, and Mark's discussing. No, it's Mike W. from the United States of America piped up about the orange cake discussion.
I think he's from Ontario.
I thought it was from the U.S.
I think
He's
from
been
the
on the
US.
show before.
He's from the Ontario, yeah.
He's-
Marshall is from the U.S.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So Mike
The Ontarios.
popped up and talked about orange cake, and then co-host of the PvP podcast, friend of the show, Sarah said that cherry chip cake is the best.
She is crazy.
She's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
So when I got
Sarah,
home last
come on.
Friday, I bought a cherry chip cake mix and white icing and made a cherry chip cake. No, thank you, sir or ma'am. I mean, it's fine. It's,
good.
it's serviceable cake,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah, if you're comparing it to orange, there's no.
Were we supposed to have a pairing with that?
We were.
We just devoured the cake. Oh, and also, friend of the show, listener, and also co-host of the Cold Beer and Comics podcast wants cake mixes. So I'm going to send him up some cake mixes to Korea, and he's going to give us Korean cake in return.
Korean cake mix?
Korean roll cake.
See, this segment is going to continue.
I don't know
on.
what this is, but apparently we're connecting the dots. So Corey, listen, you got to give me the list of what you want for cake. He said he's sending us Korean roll cake. And we're going to find out how much it costs to send cake mix to Korea. So heads up, I might be asking you guys for money because
So-
I don't know how much this is going to go.
I brought this up to my daughter, We were out the other day because we were having the conversation about the bake-off. We were going to do a bake-off. Now, instead of
should
having...
we score that out of a... We should score that one. What do you think?
There's
You
so
guys
much
score this
sugar
one.
in that icing. My throat is burning.
That's actually...
Did you make the icing, or is
No.
it from a thing?
No, Carla made it.
It's good, but it's sweet.
It's a sweet
I
icing.
made a different...
just like-
I made a different one, but it was really kind of... It was... I think it was intended... It wasn't intended to go on top. It wasn't a whipped icing. It was
Okay.
intended for like more of a cake
Sure.
icing.
Spready.
Well, not for a cupcake.
Right. It was a
So
spread.
she made a different one.
Okay.
It's good.
And I think
It'll
it-
definitely keep you awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said
days.
that. She's like, I think she had to add sugar to get the consistency back because like
Yeah, sure.
adding the
Yeah.
orange juice liquefies
Oh,
it a
yeah,
bit.
that makes sense.
So yeah, I think
that
I
would
think
definitely
I
make
think the
sense.
fix would be Tang.
Tang is definitely the fix. I
think
you know
orange
what?
crystals?
The fix of everything is Tang.
Version 2, version 2.0 of this one is going to be all Tang.
If you want to do a Newfoundland
All
one,
Tang,
do
all Tang.
orange Crosby crystals.
Orange
drink.
Or
Orange
do they-
purity syrup.
Do they do
there
orange
you go.
syrup?
Orange
Purity?
They
syrup.
do, yeah. I think
There
they
we
do.
go. See, I mean, there's a million options. I mean, I don't know what you're
Fucking
getting
right.
so snotty about over there.
I understand that this segment was born out of Mark's spite because I said that
Spite?
there's no way
I'm
around
just trying
orange
to help
cake out of
you.
a box.
I just like you don't need to be so. You don't need to go without it. You can have
make it
You can
yourself.
have your cake.
And eat it too. Yeah.
But I just want you to know that
I'm just looking out for you.
I
Bev.
think that
Jeez.
this is delicious.
You take it so
It is.
negatively.
But you got to have that heart. Is a lot of heart,
There's a lot of heart. I feel the heart.
There's a lot of
feel the
heart, yeah. but there's not a lot of,
Orange.
I can't think of anything funny.
Orange.
It's delicious.
There's oil in it.
No, there's a bit of oil.
So there's oil,
And an egg.
and milk.
Yeah.
Milk.
Yeah.
And orange juice. They go
Orange juice.
well together.
Did you substitute the milk for OJ?
No.
OJ for milk, I mean.
No.
Okay. It's great. It's delicious.
So yeah, it was a flavor packet, which kind of looked like Tang. I put it in there.
yeah,
Maybe I
so-
should have put two of them in there.
Yeah.
Well, for
possibly,
bringing
yeah.
orange cake mix today, I've given you a prize, which is a box from the States. Borderlands pre-sequel. I'm joking. I thought I had orange cake.
You don't have orange cake.
It's good. I think it's quite good.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make orange cake someday?
You know what? If I got to do it for a party and I got no like imports, I might be able to
Yeah. Do
make
something.
my own orange cake. What kind of OJ? President's choice.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yep.
It's whatever was in the fridge.
Good
It was in the
fridge juice.
I think that was Carla's idea too.
Yeah.
It's good.
It wasn't fairly, so that's good.
I don't know if you could use it like just orange juice, like a squeezed, like a
Yeah, like
you know?
yeah, one of those like
And she was saying put zest in it, but then I kind of thought she was like losing the point because it's not supposed to taste like oranges. It's supposed to taste like creamsicles.
yeah, exactly. That's the
Right?
difference. Yeah, it has to taste like creamsicles. Artificial orange is what we want.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
So
not.
I
real.
went a little off
Yeah,
with this.
tried to
I
be
think.
too real.
I don't know what I tried to do.
he was keeping it real.
I kind
He
of
just kept it
I
too
lost
real.
control of this as well.
When keeping it
I
real
admit
goes wrong.
You could have taken creamsicles and melted them down and then put them in the cake.
reduced them into a sauce,
That's
into
right.
a syrup.
Oh yeah, creamsicle reduction.
Get a couple creamsicles in a pot. You got a stew going.
It's beautiful.
I'm
man.
telling you, like, there's so many options.
so
when it comes
many
to cake.
options. Yeah, like yeah. Like, we
So
were just
is
so
cake
blind.
the new beer now? Like every week, do we have to
Hey, listen,
bake a cake?
I am taking this seriously. Like this whole meal pattern
So,
baking. Like
you're do-
next time, I'm not going to do orange. I'm going to do something else.
So you could? Are we just going to do cake, or can we do any kind of? Baked
I'm going to
good?
do cupcakes, and I'm going to do.
Cupcakes?
I've been talking to Raven about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
because I said like we're going to do bake off. And I thought we were all going to do it together, but we're not. We're going to do each show for the next like 3 anyway. There's going to be some baking stuff. So next time, I'm not going to say what I'm doing, but it sounds very intriguing. Raven had the idea of what I should make, and I went, that sounds really interesting. And she said, so like Carla helped you, I think Raven's going to help me. My 13-year-old daughter is going to be like
That's right.
over my shoulder, help me out with this, but it's going to be pretty good. So
My whole life, I didn't think I liked Black Forest cake. I started eating it last year. Black Forest cake is the gear.
I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of that cherry in the middle.
I thought I didn't like it, and then I started eating Black Forest cake. I really like Black Forest
Saying
cake.
you don't like something is just limiting yourself, right?
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of like
I don't like
That's what
ketchup.
persona
it's kind of
tells
like RPGs, right?
us. That's what persona tells us.
So our next segment is an old segment, and
Oldie.
Bev is going to sing the old song for this segment right now.
Couch go up. Hit stop on the recorder. There it is. Okay. I just finished the recording.
I love how if you actually edit it in, like a big guitar solo or something.
Yeah.
So in the heat of making cherry chip cakes, I contacted my buddy Chad and said, "Do you want to play some Diablo?" Because we didn't realize we were as far as we were in the Diablo.
Yeah,
3.
exactly. Because the last time we played it, we played with Mark.
Yep.
And
he held us back and we didn't get very far.
Yeah, all the time.
So
we always had to keep picking.
I'm
them
so
up.
high leveled, and then we play. And
Jesus Christ, I know.
Dying all the time.
So yeah.
So we played some Diablo, thinking we're just kind of shagging around with it.
Yep.
And then ended up finishing the Diablo.
Yeah, we
could talk about that next week when we all finish it.
Yeah.
So
So what level did you finish it at?
Chad knows.
57, I think.
No, sorry. What difficulty level?
Expert. Yeah.
So we finished that, and it was only like an hour.
Oh no,
Not
we were
even
playing
that.
for about 2.
Was it?
Yeah, it was about 2 hours. We were fucking around a lot, and like going into all the little caverns and stuff that we could go
Yep.
into. We weren't like pushing ahead. It wasn't like how we usually play co-op games. Usually like get to the end,
Skip
get to
the
the end.
dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go.
We were just doing everything.
Because it seemed like Reaper of Souls had a lot of side stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think we did it all, but anything we came across, we went into.
Yep.
And always going back into town and
What we
upgrading
call
and
doing
stuff.
dishes.
Doing dishes. Yeah, you got to go do some dishes. Yeah,
So doing dishes is going back to town and junking all this stuff you don't want and selling your stuff. And
yeah, and upgrading your blacksmith and all that kind of stuff.
that's right.
We ended up finishing it. So
And it was like 9 o'clock maybe by then, 10 o'clock.
it's about 11 at that point.
My time is all the way off.
Yeah, it was about 11 o'clock. Like, I got on there late, and I had, like, a massive migraine. When I first got on there, I was actually, like, talking to Bev about the fact that
You
I
might
don't
have
know
to
how
drive me to a
long
merge
I
or-
can- yeah, I don't know how long I can do this. And I was, like, really trying to concentrate on my words because when I have a migraine, I can't talk right. So I was kind of, like, going, Bev, I'm not feeling very well, but we'll play for a little bit. And he was like, are you okay, man? Oh my God, what the hell? And I was like, I'm all right.
Yep.
I took a pill. Like,
But miraculously, the character on the screen moved fine. Your Diablo guy was like kicking butt.
Yeah. There's some kind of disconnect between my speech or whatever. But throughout us playing it, we ended up like, I ended up feeling better later on. And yeah, so we finished it relatively early. And then afterwards, Bev said, okay, let's play some Nidhogg. And I went,
No. Let's play some Far Cry 4. Tried to get
that was
the
your first thing. Yeah. And I don't have the demo downloaded, so I couldn't do the keys with you. I couldn't
But we
do
didn't
it.
know what the keys were at the time.
No, because you said, I don't have a Uplay account. And I was like, well, you're not going to be able to give me those. I don't really know what you want to do this for. What the fuck are you talking about? So it was like him going into a Far Cry menu and me just sitting there waiting. And then he's like, all right, well, let's play some Nidhogg. And I was like, I don't have Nidhogg either. And he's like, oh, shit. Okay. I was like, oh, wait, but we could do share play.
Ding, ding, ding.
And he was like, what? How do we do that? And I said, I don't know. I've never done it before, but this might be a perfect time for us to try it out. And so what share play is, if you don't know, if you've never played it, is me basically logging into Bev's system from my house is what basically happened.
It's like a shared desktop on a PC. Type.
Yeah. And I was remote playing on Bev's system with his second controller. Like my controller became his second controller on his system, which was crazy.
Anything that had two local controllers,
Yeah,
you
I
could play just
no
as
problem.
normal.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I was playing Nidhogg against Bev on Bev's Nidhogg game on Bev's system.
We played Never Alone.
And we
Can
played...
you play Johann Sebastian Joust?
that would probably be not able to... because
Probably
you gotta,
not.
You
You have to wait for the other person to trip up or something.
Yeah, that would not work.
We played Never Alone. We played Peggle 2.
Yep.
We played Surgeon Simulator.
Surgeon Simulator, yeah.
We played...
Jeez, we tried everything we could. I think we
What
tried...
time did you go to bed?
So
It's like 2 o'clock or something.
1:30
yeah.
or 2 o'clock.
Yeah, because at one point you only when you do share play you're in for 2 hours, I think it is.
Yep.
And so I was logged into his system for 2 hours.
You can only do 2 hours?
But then it kicks you out. Then you just go right back into the party again. Like it just.
Why
I don't know
would
why
it
it does
limit it?
that. I don't know why it limits it. It's really dumb.
I think it chews up bandwidth on the system, so they just give you basically 2 hours to
Yeah, but then I was still in his party,
prevent
so
people
he just
doing
went.
AFK for a long time.
And so he just was like, "All right, well, let's just jump back in. So we jumped back in. Last thing we did was Surgeon Simulator, and like on my system, like Bev ended up seeing everything totally fine. Like I was sitting next to him, basically. In my system, I was watching his screen technically, right? And every once in a while, I'd get a little bit of buffering, like a little bit of like like a little bit. It wouldn't look as perfect sometimes. So I'm thinking it's like almost like PlayStation Now a little bit. But it wasn't anything like that was. It didn't look bad at any point. It was just like every once in a while there'd be a little tiny degradation.
Yep.
And I got used to the fact that my inputs were like a split second of lag between seeing what was happening on screen. So I
Now
wouldn't.
you're on Wi-Fi,
Yes, I was on Wi-Fi too, so I don't know if that would be a thing that if you were hardwired, it would be better.
and I'm hardwired, so might be a difference.
But
We played Berry Ball from Sports
from
Friends.
Sports Friends, yeah, we did. It was great. I just got used to it. My brain started compensating for that lag anyway, and so I just started like getting used to it. But what a fucking excellent idea! Like that, it's just the best. Like
Totally
I couldn't. And it works. Like it works so well. It was like one of those things where this experiment that we just ended up doing that night ended up being fucking awesome. So yeah, Sheriff Lay and the beginning of co-op night. You could basically play Diablo 3. Like think about Diablo Reaper of Souls. I could totally play that on your system without owning the game. And we just play it like we would on two. Like you could totally do that. Like,
That's the other thing. The other person doesn't need to own the game because
Yeah.
they're just playing on their system.
Yeah.
So we play Never Alone.
I don't own it,
Chad doesn't own it.
but I was
we
playing
just
as the fox.
we played a great game.
So can you do single player stuff too? Remember they talked about.
I could watch him play whatever. Like when
No,
you're-
but what if he's playing something?
Oh, you
and
can
he's having
share the
trouble
game
with it?
off to the other
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think
yeah.
that's
in. That's there.
Because they talked about
Is it?
that.
Yeah, it's there.
It seems like with PS4 they're slowly kind of offering all the promises that they had.
It's
that they initially announced.
in that party play. Like you set up a party with me, and then there's a little tag on the side like share play, and then there's like there's another button that says like
voice only.
it's something about like me having your control of your system. You can do that. Like so yeah, that total thing that they wanted to do totally is there. Which is really cool. Yeah, all the stuff that they promised is kind of rolling out, which is nice.
And they just announced this week that there's a new app called Plex. And that's actually
Plex.
the app I use anyway.
Plex is awesome.
Which is it's a pretty good media server that kind of gets a lot of metadata from the internet. Mm-hmm. So it's a cool interface. Like if you're watching Walking Dead episodes that you purchased and you downloaded on your...
I see that wink,
Yeah. It'll actually go down, get like screenshots and the music. So it'll play the music as the file's loading.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Kind of stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
It's
Okay.
really elegant.
Anyway, but it's great. So now the PS4 can act as a media server.
Cool. Finally.
Jesus Christ.
Which is great. Which is great. Now I just got a new TV. And it's a smart TV, and I could use that as a media server as well.
Right.
So it's kind of a weird timing thing because I wanted that to happen.
Now
for
it's an
so long.
embarrassment of riches.
Now I'm like, well,
Yeah, I still use my Xbox 360 for it, but it's nice to have my PlayStation 4. So I don't think my 360, like Dragon Age 2 is the last full game I had to play on it. I don't have any more. Like everything is played
I have like
and done on my
130
360.
or something.
So my 360 has been like is completely devoid of new content now. I don't have to do anything with it anymore. So I might just I don't know what I want to do with it.
Now hold on to it.
Well,
because
obviously
something will come off.
I'm still play Rock Band and Rocksmith all the time. So like I do play those, but like other than like actual like real games, I don't have any more to play. So like it's kind of taking up space. I don't need to.
So SharePlay works.
Cool.
Yeah.
We
SharePlay
played 6
works.
or 7 games in the span of 2 hours.
Yeah, it was
and
fantastic.
it was just like being at your buddy's
And
house.
like even when he was trying to load up Far Cry to get it to work with me and him, like it would when he was in his menu, I couldn't see it. It would show on my screen like that you were in your menu, so I couldn't see what you were doing. Mm-hmm. But when you went into whatever game, even like him loading Far Cry, even though there's no place for me to go, I could watch him play it. Like when you went into it, I was watching it load up, and like I was watching your screen. Like I was watching you play it, so I was like, yeah, interesting. Like whatever you're doing and whatever you go into, I'm watching. So because I'm watching your TV, basically.
we could play
cool.
PT and be scared together. Except
We weren't supposed to actually ever say that name again. We're not like that. Did you forget?
We should gotta call it the hallway game.
Yeah,
Gotta admit,
scary
parts of
hallway.
that were actually scary, though, right?
Yes.
Early in the game,
Yes.
before the frustrating.
Before the frustration? When was that?
Very scary. All right, Chad, take us home.
All right. If you want to reach us, we are mailpatterngaming@gmail.com. We are on Facebook at Mail Pattern Gaming Support Group.
How do you know? We could have changed it for all you know.
I think we're the same.
Yeah,
Why would you guys
it's
change
the-
it on me?
it's the
like,
same, it's the
guys,
same.
come on. Like,
Sorry.
are you trying to tell me something?
No.
No. Okay.
Email jokes.
This is jokes.
Yeah. Mailbag and Gaming Support Group on Facebook. We're a closed group, but if you want to join, just ask to join, and somebody will add you.
You can
get
also
us
add your
on-
friends if you want.
Yeah. You can get us on Twitter at mpg_show, and that's all of our stuff. iTunes, we're on that. You're probably listening to us already, though, so you already actually subscribe us. Rate and review. And we are now on YouTube at Mail Pattern Gaming. Any of our new episodes I'll be putting up, and just, simple stuff so you can stream it and listen to it on your Xbox
We
or
should
whatever.
start filming the cake eating.
Yeah.
And putting up short clips of the cake.
Well, I
All of our media needs to be us consuming food or drink.
I think that's a perfect idea.
nom, 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 nom.
But now that it's open to all of us, though, everybody's free to post. So whatever you want to put up there, like everybody, like we should, whatever you want to do, media wise.